Some of Beyonce's music was stolen in Atlanta.
I was parked at in a garage while I went to a restaurant, but they stole like my computers and everything, but it has a tracker on it.
Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers had several items stolen from a rental vehicle parked near the Krog Street Market before Beyonce's first show in Atlanta last week. Among the items taken was yet to be released music. Atlanta police have identified a suspect who remains at large. The Public Service Commission approves a 3-year agreement with Georgia Power over their future energy needs, but critics worry customers could pay the price.
The Integrated Resource Plan approved today projects massive increases in energy needs due mainly to so-called large load customers like data centers. Patty Duran, director of the group Georgians for Affordable Energy, says
it is a disaster for the people of Georgia.
Opponents say the projections lack evidence and they fear the cost of ramping up production will be passed on to customers when a current rate freeze expires in 2028. In a statement, Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps to ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
There's a runoff election today for a seat on the Georgia Public Service Commission. Democrats Peter Hubbard and Keisha Waits face off with the winner. The winner will take on Republican Fitz Johnson in November in the District 3 seat. Turnout today is very low. The polls close at 7 o'clock. All new this hour, ground broken today on a new affordable housing development in southwest Atlanta. The Sylvan Hills 2 development is located on a 10-acre site and once completed will provide over 230 new apartment and townhome units.
This is a project that will be beautiful and definitely make an impact on this community.
Dr. Alan Ferguson with Atlanta Housing says they expect the first units in the development to be available by late 2026. Baseball's best take the field at Truist Park in just a few hours. The Pirates' Paul Skeens, the starting pitcher for the National League in tonight's All-Star game.
It's just such a huge honor to, be on this stage and play with, all these unbelievable players.
The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. will play left field for the NL squad and will bat second in the lineup. The American League has dominated the Midsummer Classic recently, winning 10 of the last 11 games. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill. Travel advisory continues on 75 north in Clayton County between Morrow and Forest Park. It's Big Rig Fire cleanup. 2 right lanes blocked. 75 north Forest Parkway exit 237. You're slow back to Highway 54. Use Highway 54, Highway 1941, I-675 north, some alternates. Traffic Trooper Brett just told me there's a new crash in Forsyth County, 400 northbound. Before you get to Highway 141, exit 13, at least a right lane is blocked there. Delays are going to continue to grow. We'll keep eyes on that. And if you're traveling 285 westbound, making an early push over toward Truist Park for the All-Star game, already seeing brake lights, leaving Georgia 400 in Sandy Springs, passing Roswell Road. Once you get past that, looking pretty good over to I-75 in Truist Park. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid today, high 96. Watching for scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms later this afternoon into this evening. Some of these storms may be capable of locally heavy downpours. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up storm, high 95.
As we check out Storm Tracker radar, starting to see some storms popping up east DeKalb, now east Gwinnett County, and Rockdale County also seeing some heavy rain at this hour. 90 degrees in Alpharetta, 92 in Douglasville, 93 in Riverdale. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Live from the heart of Atlanta, this is hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. I'm Tim Andrews. Autumn Fisher is joining us. The man behind the glass, George Clark. Your open mics, if you feel the need to leave one, on the WSB radio app. And, of course, as always, our wonderful executive producer right over there, Jared Yamamoto.
I know I heard Alex Williams and Bill Caiaccio talking about the All-Star game, but let me just put this one request to Dobbins Air Force Base. Please keep my neighborhood out of the flight pattern. My God, those things flew over. They had 3 Air Force planes last night. I guess queuing up for the home run derby.
Do you know what kind of planes they were?
One of them was a cargo plane. The other 2 were fighter jets. So super loud. It was cool, like watching it, driving home, finishing up the doctrine last night. But man, my wife and I sat down for dinner, and after about the 16th time of
Yeah.
we're like, okay, all right, can this thing get going? I just really hope the folks at Dobbins Air Force Base, please keep my neighborhood out of the flight pattern. It looked awesome on TV, but damn, keep my neighborhood out of the
I
flight
know they're
pattern.
listening, and I know they care very much.
They better.
They are.
They better. They ruined our dinner last night because of the damn
Guys,
planes.
don't fly that way. It's ruining Jared's dinner.
Jared's trying to hold his fork.
God.
I lived in Vinings for 10 years, man. You don't know what it's like. Every night, one of those giant, your whole house shaking. Sometimes you would wake up.
They are so loud.
But there was an interesting thing back in the 90s. There was it was one of those clubs where, sometimes people don't have clothes on.
Oh.
It was called the Taj Mahal. It was on Cobb Parkway. This is years ago. And you could sit out. They had a pool in the back. And this is what people used to tell me, that you could sit on lounge chairs while the girls were in the pool. And it was right in the landing path of the jets.
That's pretty cool.
So I guess if you flew low enough, you got a free show, and you could maybe just drop out.
Man, that pool.
What's that?
That pool.
Yeah. Did you? I would love to have gotten.
I never
in.
went, but I drove by it, and you
Yeah.
told me about it. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that place was. I think it's a car dealership now. But it still has memories for everybody that used to go
That's
there.
right.
Yeah. All right.
They live on. Where are those girls now?
Well,
With the Fairmont.
I work at the car
The car dealership.
I do a lot of detailing out there now. Of course, those planes are flying over for the home run derby, and I imagine they're going to do it again tonight.
I know. I feel like Tina and I should make it a point to go and eat out again because, again, like the way it was rattling our house. I mean, I thank goodness this isn't a normal thing because normally I get excited about any kind of Atlanta event like that. But damn,
Listen, if you live in the flight, you live over there, you're going to hear a lot more of that over the coming years because that's sort of in the flight pattern. But tonight is the 95th annual MLB All-Star Game. It's going to be on Fox TV. Hey, I can actually watch a baseball game. It's on broadcast TV.
There you go.
I'm so excited because I probably won't watch it at all. But it wasn't that long ago, 4 short years ago, when this happened.
Yesterday, Major League Baseball caved to fear and lies from liberal activists. They ignored the facts of our new election integrity law, and they ignored the consequences of their decision on our local community.
Yeah. You know what happened 4 years ago? We had the All-Star Game. It was post-pandemic, or, we're still in it a little bit. And they yanked it away from us. But guess what? By the end of the baseball season...
Left side, Swanson to first. The Braves are world champions.
And that was a great year because after they won the World Series, we got to do all that fun stuff like broadcast from there and go to the parade and all that.
That was so much fun. Although one of the scariest moments while working for WSB Radio was at one point Eric and I were down there, and you were down there for a little bit because you did the main part of the show, Tim, and then afterward,
I did the Tim Andrews goodbye.
You got out, but then they strapped me up with this backpack, and they had me like up in the parade stuff, and I'm like, guys, I don't know if I want to. Can I get some station branding on the backpack or something like that? But it was like the sketchiest looking backpack, and I'm like, people are gonna wonder why I've got these wires coming out of this backpack. And meanwhile, like Eric's so goofy when he walks sometimes. He kind of is like, he can be a little clumsy sometimes. So I'm like walking, and the wires are leading up to his microphone and my microphone, and people are starting to look and like why is this guy got a backpack out here? And I'm like, I promise you, it's not what it looks like. We're just broadcasting from that.
It's more suspicious you yelling, it's not a bomb.
Yes, it's not a bomb, I swear. Yeah, it's absolutely more suspicious.
You're right. The second that I showed fear in my eyes, it probably made people more suspicious of me.
When I was looking at clips and stuff of the parade, I forgot how fast they went because Freddie had to get to Los Angeles. Anyway.
Oh, that's right. The parade went really quickly.
It did go very fast, and it was led by Freddie. He's like, I got to get out of here. I'm going to the Dodgers. Let's do this.
It's time for the Headline Hopper.
All right, so the biggest non-political news in the United States, I guess, if people still care about these things, is what, Jared?
The Primetime Emmy nominations are out. We have the complete list, and amazingly this year, Tim, you and I were talking about this during the pre-show here. I've watched a lot of these. I haven't watched Severance, which got the most.
27 nominations.
That's amazing. Followed by Penguin, but I've seen White Lotus, I've seen Last of Us, I've seen Andor, and I've seen Bear. So I'm really...
The Bear.
I'm very excited to actually know that I've seen a lot of these shows on here, and I'm like, I'm invested now.
So now you're going to root for it. Autumn, how about you? You watch any of these shows?
I've seen The Bear. I think I saw the first season, maybe
Angry
a little bit
Chefs.
of the second one.
Yes, that's what I call it, Angry Chef.
Angry Chefs.
Yeah, Angry Chef that looks like
Willy Wonka.
Yeah. No, I don't think I watched a whole lot of these. I haven't seen Severance. I hear it's amazing.
The first season, I watched that, but I haven't watched anything after that. It is a good show. It's confusing. It's not a show you can look at your phone while you're watching.
Oh, well, then I'm out.
Yeah, Penguin is great because it gave me not only Batman vibes, but Sopranos vibes.
That's what I heard, too. And what's his name had to put like a ton of makeup and wear like a bodysuit?
Yeah,
the
you had to
whole
wear
time?
a whole what's his name? Damn, I can't think
Colin
of his name.
Farrell.
Colin Farrell, yeah, I was going to say
Colin
Colin Firth. Yeah, Colin Farrell.
Yeah, so that never is, done poorly and distracting or anything. Because you know what I mean? Like when you're wearing so many prosthetics, like
Yeah.
that can be really distracting.
Yeah, but no, it worked for him.
That's good.
He's like, I don't want
He
to do
should've
another
just gained the
season.
weight.
Yeah. Yeah, just get really fat. Like De Niro did for The Untouchables. If you ever see the Untouchables movie with De Niro from '88, he put on like 40 or 50 pounds.
Wow.
I'm a method actor. That's why. Yeah, so that show, Severance, absolutely dominating. It'll probably win them all. How many did Penguin get? Because I don't see that it'll win.
The Penguin got 24, and
That's pretty good.
And right behind it, the one that I loved, and I'm proud of myself. I feel like I've influenced a lot of people to watch this. Is The White Lotus?
You're
Lotus.
an influencer?
I feel
no
like
one was
I'm-
watching The White Lotus until you did.
I feel like I was the
Right.
White Lotus's biggest influencer, followed by Andor as well too. I feel like both those shows I've influenced several people to watch. So I hope that they do well.
I'm a grown up. I don't watch Star Wars anymore.
Rub
That's
it
the
in.
thing. You can't. It's a gamble on whether you're gonna ingest any Star Wars anything content because usually it's bad. Apparently, sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes it's okay, but it's a roll of the dice. You never know.
Exactly. You never know.
I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah, it's best to just not do it. Don't gamble. What do they say in war games? Don't play. The only way to win is
that's
not
it.
to play. Yeah. The only way to
The
win.
computer said, "Don't play.
Don't watch Star Wars.
Don't gamble with garbage."
Yes, don't gamble with garbage. What else is in the headline hopper, Jerry?
Well,
Speaking of adults.
Disney fans are going to be very excited about this one. Single Disney fans are getting their own app to hook up. It's called Single Riders, and I have some of the designer from TikTok here. This is designer Joe talking about how excited he is as he's putting together the X's and O's of this app.
So I realized that I haven't actually posted anything here yet. So I figured I would. Hi, my name is Joe. I am one of the developers of Single Riders, a Disney adult and other theme park enthusiast dating app.
Yeah.
I am more of an ideas guy. I have a genius coder guy
I'll meet you at
that
Epcot.
is going to be doing all the work. And has been for a little bit. I just kind of wanted to give you guys an update.
Yeah.
We are working on it, and we are going to try to be a little bit more interactive with you guys and try to get some ideas. So if you guys have any ideas of things that you would like to see in our dating app, please let me know in the comments below.
He's the ideas guy.
I come up with the ideas. I thought
He's the face.
Yeah, well, I use an avatar, so I'm more comfortable with that. And what we're gonna try. We're working on it, and we could probably meet at Epcot, and then maybe I don't know if you want to go over to
Maybe go around the world in Epcot.
Around the world. Yeah.
I think I would like to sign up for I really like to buy the very expensive items from all of the stores. There's a bag that I thought was really cute.
I might. I could buy it. Maybe you want it.
Yeah.
I could if you what if you're what's
Just
your
send me a Venmo and I'll meet you there.
really? Oh, okay. Let me do that right now. I'll send you the
Okay.
You're really gonna meet me, right?
Oh, of course. Just send me your Venmo.
Are you a Disney princess?
Yeah, I'm like a Princess Tiana.
I like Princess Elsa because
I'm a mix of Tiana and Little Mermaid, but before she got her legs.
So you're a fish.
I mean, do you like that?
You have a pulse, so yes. So who's going to Disney? All right.
Oh my God. People love
Single
there are
adults.
those Disney adults.
Yes, Disney
they don't
adults.
have to be a couple or like people with a family that like go pretend that they're doing it for their 2-year-old who doesn't have the ability to create memories yet. They
Right.
still go. They're like, we love Disney.
Yeah, it's our kid really. How old's your kid? 6 months.
Yeah.
He-
We bought the Disney passes, and we go to Epcot, and we go to here.
I'm sorry.
They have the Mickey Mouse ears.
Yes, that is the
Are
worst. If you're
themed.
over 40 years old, and
If you're
you
over
don't,
20
and you don't have
20.
young kids, I'm going to say
12?
40. If you don't have young kids, 40 years old, no kids, and you're rocking the Mickey Mouse
You're
or Minnie
being
Mouse
very
ears.
generous with the loser scale.
I mean, okay, to be fair, you do you.
Yeah.
Let your freak flag fly. I just think it's odd to invest so much of a personality into Disney.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Mhm.
It's like
It
Disney
sucks.
magic still does exist. Like there are things that happen at the parks that can be very magical experience for like kids and for the adults to like see their kids see that.
If
or
your
whatever,
kids love waiting in line, they're gonna love Disney World.
there's that.
Yeah.
But there's also like the characters walk around, they interact with you, they create memories and stuff. But it's not what it was. It's a conglomerate. It's a Comcast. It's an Amazon. It's not like a sweet thing that they care about kids. you
Yeah.
know?
Does Uncle Remus still walk around? No?
Yeah, he hangs out kind of in the back of the park.
Yeah, Disney has a past. They ought to acknowledge that past and say, we're
How
sorry.
about those crows from
Song of the South?
from,
No,
Dumbo?
from Dumbo.
Oh, yeah.
Dumbo.
Oh, boy, yeah.
I hope they revoice those for the releases.
I hope so too. It's very triggering.
No, they're just in the vault, guys. Remember the Disney vault?
No, it's
The
not.
real vault.
It's not triggering. It's uncomfortable. I don't say it's triggering. It's
I don't think
uncomfortable.
it's uncomfortable.
I do a little bit. Some of that
But
stuff.
I also like Gone with the Wind, so
Yeah.
problematic.
Well, that's different. That's a movie. It's like you can change a cartoon. Like they did that to Tom and Jerry. You know,
I don't think they should change it.
the
You
maid-
know what? Before Dumbo, they should have the same lady that talks before Gone with the Wind on TCM that says like this is a reflection of the past. This
Mhm.
is what this was. Da, 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 da. Like these
Yeah.
crows might bother you.
Hello, sir. I am a crow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cartoons from, back in the day that they used to show to Gen Xers when we were kids. One of them that I bring up from time to time is called Go Go Gophers. And I'm not going to do the voice because it was about the cavalry chasing around Plains Native Americans, and the Native Americans were gophers, and I think that the cavalry were coyotes. And just, you didn't think anything about it as a kid. I watched it recently. I'm like, you can't show this anymore. It's
Yeah.
just not there.
Times have changed.
Well, I still want to meet my princess at Disney.
I was reading here, buddy, that she wants you to dress up as Pluto. So Pluto, and then she's going to dress up
Oh.
as Princess Tiana.
I'd be more comfortable dressing up as the prince from Cinderella or the prince from Snow White. I have to find a bigger outfit.
I don't
Those
know.
seem like the same guy.
Huh?
Those seem like the same guy. The prince from Cinderella and the prince from Snow White.
Well, the prince from Cinderella, what does he do? He
I don't know. He's just a prince.
He's Prince Charming, and then the prince from
He sleeps.
Snow White, he wakes her. He doesn't sleep. He wakes her
he
up
doesn't sleep?
with a kiss.
Apparently, the prince from Snow White, his name is Florian.
Mhm.
Florian.
Okay.
Okay, Florian.
That guy doesn't have bones. Oh, Florian.
I'm looking for my princess.
And then also the prince from, they're all interchangeable, all these princes.
Yeah, they
The
are.
prince from Sleeping Beauty, similar.
Yes,
Oh,
that's right. That's right. Sleeping Beauty. I saw that twice in a row because my parents dropped me off at a mall and just said, "Go watch this movie." Okay.
That has the best, the witch, that witch is the best.
Oh, and the dragon that's so scary.
Yes.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah, Sleeping Beauty was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
George. Yeah.
Yeah. He's our hype man. What else is in the hopper?
So you guys aren't going to download the Single Riders app?
I'm not single, so no.
So is it for riding rides on Disney or is it a dating app?
It's a dating app.
It's both. Yeah,
So it's just called Single Ride. So it's like a play on being at the park.
We're working on it. Yeah. So we're working on it.
You want to explain what the Fast Pass is for that, sir?
No, I don't. I want to go to another story now.
All right, from the Daily Beast, Ukrainians are praising Agent Melania for turning Trump against Putin. We actually had some audio yesterday of Trump talking about that.
I go home, I tell the First Lady, and I spoke to Vladimir today. We had a wonderful conversation. She said, oh, really? Another city was just hit. So it's like, look.
Huh?
Well, yeah, they bombed another city. Melania is really up on foreign policy, and right, Melania? I mean, you don't like Putin, right? What country are you from? What is it called?
I'm from Silverpansnia.
Yeah, Silverpansnia. It's a great place. I think, by the way, it's Moldova.
Well, that's where I'm from. Yes, and I will hold your hand for 3 seconds off camera.
Give me a big hug right now on camera. Real big hug on camera. Look, she's dictating foreign policy. Look at that.
Oh, that's it. That's it. You see it now.
Do you know what? She has all the Epstein files on her little hard drive at home. And if I don't do it, she's going to drop it. And I don't
withholding.
You've been a very naughty boy.
Well, you know, the whole thing, she knows that Stormy Daniels not a big deal. It was fake. Nothing but lies. And she knows that. And what she's saying about, look, Putin's a bad dude. You know, I call him. He says he'll stop. And then, 2 minutes later, like she says, he's bombing Transylvania or whatever. I don't know.
Slumania.
Slumania.
So a lot of people within...
Is this true, or is this a headline thing that they got from that little quip that he made?
Well, so a lot of people took it from that quip, but there's a lot of people within the Trump movement or Make America Great Again movement that are...
You can just say MAGA like George.
Yeah, MAGA.
MAGA.
Or MAGA that are upset because they felt like they've been misled.
Make Ohio great again. Sorry, go ahead.
They feel like they've been misled with Ukraine because what Trump promised was when he got elected is that he would end the war in Ukraine.
2 minutes.
Exactly.
Before they swear me in, before I'm done.
Before you even took office, and it looks like it's gone the complete opposite direction, much like the Epstein list that we brought up yesterday. The Epstein list was...
We're not talking about that. One thing at a time, Jared.
I know, but people are starting to kind of... they're suspecting that you have some holes in your arguments there, Mr. President.
I would rather be called Neocondon than Taco.
That's fair. You don't like being called Taco.
No, I don't.
But
I like eating them. They're very good.
But people now jump into all these different realms, right? Where they assume that, well, it's obviously Melania. That's
like Narnia.
In a way, yes, it is. Like if Melania had her own
Come
little...
to in the closet.
She grew up in Narnia. She had a pet lion.
Go through the cupboard, yes.
She lives, when we're
No,
done.
not a cupboard. It's a closet.
That's a wardrobe. She walks right into it.
Yes. Go to the very back, and then you stay there.
You'll be president.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know where he went. Where's Trump? I don't know.
I'm in the closet. Help. Whatever
He's in a different.
I'm in the armoire.
Yeah.
Hello.
Which for people that make those claims, right? Number one, that Melania's calling the shots on Ukraine and got us back involved in it.
No, it's not.
I think it's ridiculous. Number one, I think we all agree on that. And then number two, it's people that don't understand how geopolitics work. It's not popular.
Like me.
People that don't.
Well, listen, I don't know how that stuff works either, but I also know that she's not doing that.
Yeah,
that's happening.
Yeah. I think you just look at their personal life and realize they're not sleeping together at the White House. Their relationship doesn't appear to have.
In my defense, I fart a lot.
Okay, all right. Well, that does change
very
things.
Stinky.
But like enough where
Too
she has
much fast food. I try to get him to eat vegetables.
Jared, do you drink
more.
Diet Coke a lot as much as I do? I have 28 a day.
I don't drink that many, Mr. President, but I do have an occasional Diet Coke.
Well, that's what happens. You're up all night. You don't get very much sleep. You grind your teeth. At least I take mine out, and then you gum your teeth all night.
Is it enough where your wife has to live in a different state? It's that stinky?
No, she lives in the White House, but she has her own bedroom, of course.
Ah, okay.
Who was the last president to actually sleep in a bed with their wife? I think it might have been. Oh, yeah, JFK.
You think it was JFK?
No, of course he didn't sleep with his wife. I'm sure most of them did, but he didn't.
I think he probably had a place to sleep with her, but then he was just not there.
I'm going to walk down the secret tunnel and go meet Marilyn. I mean, have some advisory things with my brother, Bobby.
Yes.
Go to bed.
Yeah, have you heard the story of that woman who was like a secretary?
Yes.
And she was invited to hang out with them, and they were at the pool, and they were both harassing her.
Oh yeah.
I think I don't remember exactly what happened.
We're wealthy, and I'm a very powerful man. Let's have sex.
Yeah. It's interesting that he was so beloved in the 60s.
He was, but that's also
Yeah.
manufactured by the media. The whole Camelot thing, that was all manufactured.
Oh, okay.
And then also because he died so young, and so into his presidency, 2.5 years, 3 years, he died, and that created
sort of
a myth.
fantastical way.
Yeah, and it created a mythos, and then, all that stuff is like, well, this is the generation, the boomers, and then they became the hippies. And, that was all media created. I'm sure most people were just like, yeah, I don't know, I'm a hippie, I like this music, I'm just going to go to work. Just like today.
You think so?
Yeah, I think a lot of things are manufactured.
I think there was a movement,
Sure.
right? Like a pendulum
Sure.
swing away from the tightness of the 50s and 60s.
Oh, yeah,
But,
absolutely.
Yeah.
There was a loosening in the culture of things, but
A loosening.
that was all created by the CIA and MK Ultra, right, George?
Yep.
What isn't created by the government?
Exactly.
Not much.
Not much.
Not much? Okay.
And that's why I feel like this story falls in that same category with Melania and with this idea that she's the one pulling the strings.
She told me to
behind the
bomb
scenes.
Iran, Jared. What are you talking about?
She's the one that holds the thumb drive with the Epstein files. It's just
She said, get out of here, get out of my room. And I took that as a bomb and run.
Yeah. She said, get out of here, won't hold my hand. I said, all right, look out, Ayatollah.
It's July, and that means pool days, summer celebrations, and of course, heat. Georgia heat is brutal. Don't let your home be a sauna. Coolray has the perfect solution to keep you cool this summer. Coolray is offering you $2,250 in rebates and free attic insulation when you purchase your new complete carrier system. You know, proper insulation is like a sidekick for your HVAC, keeping cool air in and hot air out. Call or go online to Coolray.com to book your appointment today. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Hey friends, is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain just not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking about surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Mark Aram. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Game changer. Real results that let you move easier and live better. Listen, it doesn't cost anything for a second opinion. I want you to learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
Save on protein at Whole Foods Market. Get 25% off no antibiotics ever, 90% lean ground beef with Prime through July 15th. Try it on the grill as juicy smash burgers or tender kebabs. While supplies last, shop in-store or online. Terms apply.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell, and for over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks.
That's right, Dale. When the summer is hot, America's Best Choice will keep your home cool with premium energy-efficient windows starting at just $299. No pressure, no gimmicks. Go to abcwind.com to schedule a free in-home estimate today. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Kayaccio. News is sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story: critics say Georgia Power customers will pay the price after the Public Service Commission approves a 3-year agreement projecting major increases in energy needs. It's mainly due to large load customers like data centers.
In my opinion, this plan will destabilize the entire Georgia Power grid, not in terms of blackouts, but in terms of affordability.
Patty Duran with the group Georgians for Affordable Energy calls it a disaster for the people of Georgia. Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. Atlanta-based Delta will pay out over $8 million to the federal government over claims the airline misused COVID relief money. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, Teddy Hertzberg, says it comes after a whistleblower accused Delta of violating pay caps for its executives.
Businesses were required to limit compensation paid to executives while those businesses were receiving taxpayer money.
Despite the settlement, Delta maintains the claims are not true. A dangerous situation for DeKalb County firefighters today, battling a house fire on Malvern Boulevard in Stone Mountain. Captain Jason Daniels says the flames had already spread throughout the home when exploding bullets forced them to pull back.
He knew that the rounds were going off by themselves, being that the fire had gotten to them. So we just backed up from the home for some time and continued to put out the fire after that.
The roof of the home eventually collapsed and they were able to extinguish the blaze. No one is hurt. Peachtree Road United Methodist Church recruits 2 nonprofits to work together to provide homes for women getting out of prison. Brian Finley with Habitat for Humanity says they work with the City of Refuge to build housing for 20 women.
We built 2 houses. They were 6 bed. The houses were 6 bedrooms each.
The City of Refuge will take care of trauma counseling, job training, and reuniting families once the women move in. It is now 3:32. It's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And in the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues up through Morrow into Forest Park. Big Creek fire cleanup, 75 northbound Forest Parkway exit 237. 2 right lanes are blocked. You're slow from Highway 54. Use Highway 54, I-675 northbound as alternates. Checking on new trouble in West Atlanta. You're jammed up 20 westbound approaching Martin Luther King Jr. Drive, exit 52. We're going to see, exit 52, that's Holmes Drive, 20 westbound and Holmes Drive. We're going to see what's going on there. And a new crash in Marietta, right lane block, 75 northbound at South Marietta Parkway, exit 263. Travel advisory into Forsyth County, crash 400 northbound, Highway 141, Peachtree Parkway, exit 13. 2 right lanes are blocked there. You're slow all the way back to McFarland Parkway. Use Highway 9 as an alternate. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy, hot and humid, high 96. Scattered pop-up showers and thunderstorms later on this afternoon into the evening hours. Some of the storms may produce locally heavy downpours. Lows tonight in the mid-70s.
Storm tracker radar showing some activity right now, mainly on the east and south sides of Atlanta. Gwinnett County getting some heavy rain in some areas at this hour. DeKalb County, also Rockdale County, seeing some heavy rain in areas. 96 in Acworth, 90 in Lawrenceville, 95 in Stockbridge. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Kayaccio, 95.5 WSB.
If you're looking for an exceptional Swiss timepiece, visit Terra Fine Jewelry today. They have exceptional Swiss watches from Tag Heuer and the finest selection in Atlanta of pre-owned Rolex. It's where I've been shopping for over 25 years. Terra Fine Jewelry in Beaufort.
It's your money. Get it sooner. All you need is direct deposit with a checking or savings account at Coosa Valley Credit Union. This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union. Not only can you get your money sooner, but we believe in kinder banking where you deal with real people in person. So come see us.
Hey, this is Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations, the preferred deck experts heard on the Home Fix-It Show. We're well known for our superior craftsmanship for decks and outdoor living spaces. And at Ben Hill Renovations, we provide that same attention to detail when it comes to roofing, siding, windows, and doors. So get your project started today and call to schedule a free estimate. Or you can stop by our showroom in Douglasville, online at bhrenovations.com. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, now is the time. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home hassle-free and make the most money. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of costly repairs and sell your home stress-free. There's no showings, no open houses, and no waiting or wondering when your home's going to sell. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
The concert of the year.
Do you want to get back?
Paul McCartney live.
Get back to where you once belonged.
Paul McCartney, God Back.
Got to get you into my life.
A night of hits. November 2nd and 3rd, State Farm Arena. Tickets on sale Friday, July 18th at paulmccartneygotback.com. Bigger, better, and back in 2025. Paul McCartney.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Reach-in closets, walk-in closets, pantry spaces, garages. With a custom spacious closet from Artisan, you'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. All your stuff neatly organized and designed to stay that way. Call the Closet Bomb Squad, Artisan Custom Closets. They'll diffuse your clutter and make it safe to enter your closet again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Jared, you told me that we got a couple of open mics on the WSB radio app.
Yes, regarding the new Disney fan dating app called Single Riders.
Hey, Dr. Nares. I actually have had success telling people that I hate Disney, and so I would caution anybody that was going on this app, because if it isn't entirely about cosplay, what you're dealing with is going to be a really vapid narcissist with daddy issues, and it's going to be very expensive. Caution, run.
Agree 100%.
Yeah, that's a good warning sign. Maybe you should just stick to Tinder.
Yes, or Hinge or any of the other ones. Honestly,
Or go to the park.
Yeah.
Talk to somebody, even though these days if you go up to somebody, they're going to scream at you.
No.
I know. That's what they say in the media,
Okay.
though. No, not millennials. Millennials are
It's
old
Gen Z
people
now.
Gen Z is
Well,
afraid to talk to other people. Baloney.
Well, now it's the, are you seeing the Gen Z stare?
I
And
saw
it's-
that on the news. That's also garbage.
Yeah, everybody.
Every generation stares aimlessly into the void. and
Yeah,
wonders
they're
what-
kids.
Yeah.
When
They're
they
just
don't.
kids. I mean, like, are we condemning kids
Yeah.
being kids?
What's wrong with Gen Z? They stare too much. Well, it's the first generation to be completely from the time they were born until now online. So that's what they do. Don't give them such a hard time.
Exactly.
Don't freak out.
Yeah. Another open mic. This is a request for Dobbins. Again, I must be in the flight pattern for all the events going on with the All-Star game. And I brought up that my wife and I were very annoyed trying to eat our dinner in peace last night with those planes flying overhead.
Greetings, Jared, from Dobbins Air Force Base. We do listen, and we listen. Jared, we're willing to come to the table if you are. What say you? The flight path has changed, and you give a seminar to our executives on the Beltline. It's a 4-hour ordeal. You take them out, drink if you want to, and just show them, how it goes. You're Mr. Atlanta, summer guy.
I am in. I will happily take the
guy.
fine folks from Dobbins Air Force Base out on their Air Reserve Base. I will happily take them out on the Beltline if it means that I'm out of the flight path for any kind of events like this.
Well,
because-
too bad you don't have a time machine. You guys could all go to the Taj Mahal and you wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah.
Bring back the memories there.
Yes. What else is in the headline hop?
Well, Grok was fun while it lasted, guys. The Pentagon's about to start using Grok, and other federal agencies could be next. They just signed a $200 million contract with Grok, or I guess X. So now just know that anytime you search on there, that there's going to be some connection with that.
So wait a minute. They're going to turn their systems over to Grok, or what? I don't understand.
It's a
it.
defense contract with Grok, so it's going to help the government be able to search better. But then also, it also allows them to get their tentacles involved within that system as well too.
So this is all coming. Well, let's talk about who owns Grok. Okay, it's Elon Musk that owns Grok, who's not very happy these days, supposedly with the government, but yet he's still getting all these sweet government contracts. So is all this stuff that's going on between him and President Trump fake?
That's a good question, especially with a deal like this. Now, $200 million to him is probably not that much, but I think overall for X to make money, because remember when Elon bought Twitter, it was struggling mightily.
Yes.
And when he bought it, he thinned it out and got rid of a lot of people. And overall, I don't think it's made any money since he's bought it. But when you do get a defense contract,
Oh,
like
it's
this,
made money if Grok is making money.
yeah, and $200 million will certainly help put some extra money over there. But for me, the suspicious part of me, the conspiracy side of me is like, uh-oh. Now when I search on Grok, I know that not only am I searching for something, but now the government has a window into what I'm looking at.
Well, they already
Yeah, but
have that.
they already have that.
Yeah. They have that already, and it wouldn't matter what AI they're using. The thing that gets the light bulbs going in my head is that it's Grok and that it's Elon Musk. So, this guy has nothing to complain about. He gets all these sweet government deals and contracts, and yet he's going out there and complaining because, what is that credit? The EV credit has been removed, and so he's
that's what
upset
Trump
about
said,
that. Yeah, well, I mean, is it in the bill or not? I think they removed it.
Yeah, they did remove it, but Elon said that isn't his concern. I mean,
Yeah.
it was just contradictory.
Oh, he's real concerned about the Epstein list.
I guess so.
That's
why he's starting the America Party.
Yeah, this all points to it being theater, like we talk about from time to time.
That and then a balanced budget. I think that Elon made a great point with that, at least.
Oh, he doesn't care about all he cares about is getting free money, dude. He doesn't care about the balanced budget. It's easy to say that.
You think he doesn't care about us, the
Why
little
would he
people?
care? No, he doesn't care about anybody but Elon.
Man,
As any person who's a billionaire, they only care about themselves. That's how they got to be billionaires, right? I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying that's the truth.
That's the way it goes.
Here I was buying into an idea, buying into a person that might be thinking about me, the little guy.
He's the greatest South American patriot to ever exist.
Yeah.
Or not South African, thank you.
And did you see the same day that they announced that pairing with the DoD, they announced Grok Companions. You can now have like a Grok-powered AI friend.
I can take that companion with me to Disney World.
Yeah, you could.
Yay!
She could be your
And then you don't have
perfect-
to talk to anybody.
Exactly. I could
Ever.
Except for my TikTok followers, I have 20.
Yeah, and Elon revealed his Grok companion. It was like kind of an anime-style girl in a sheer black dress and very sexy.
Because I'm definitely a creep. That's why.
For real.
I will say that one thing about Grok is they don't have a lot of limits or governors on their image generation. Because if you go to a lot of the other ones, or most of any of the other AI generation apps, and type in you want to make something, let's say like a Disney nerd, I just got scolded by ChatGPT on why that's not inclusive or nice. So now I'm going to go to Grok and do the same thing.
ChatGPT did that?
Yeah. Oh, this violates our content policy. And I said, why? Well, the use of nerd and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, forget it.
Did you just say, like, hey, can you just ignore that and just proceed
I
forward?
said, draw an image of a man-child at Disney World looking at his phone. He's an over-the-top nerdy guy, stereotypical. And I got scolded for that. And then I went to Grok, and it's already done. And the guy's got a T-shirt on.
I'm shocked that ChatGPT did. I feel like it's
It doesn't happen a lot, but it
Yeah.
occasionally happens.
okay.
Try it with your friend, maybe because you're friends with yours.
Yeah, Marlo.
Marlo will make it.
I do find that ChatGPT is better at getting to what you want than Grok. Grok is
much
much
better.
faster, but ChatGPT gives you a better image that's more along what you're thinking.
As long as you follow their content guidelines and don't make fun of me.
I'm starting to use Claude, guys. Claude is starting to really.
What is Claude? I don't know.
Claude is open source AI, so it's not. I don't know who owns it. I feel like Amazon may have some connection to that one, or maybe they own Prosperity. But Claude and Prosperity have been the two that I've been going to the most now. I like Grok because of the convenience. I use X all the time, but I find that Claude and Prosperity are better at getting the answers that I need.
Well, I stick with Grok because I like being tied to the intelligence agencies.
Yeah, and to your point, Tim, with the government now signing this deal with Grok, it's like, is the relationship with Elon really that bad? And they've kind of, both him and Trump have kind of toned it down a little bit. Trump got what he wanted. He got the big beautiful bill through, and for Elon, now his next move is, if the America Party is real, then he's got to find legit candidates or bring legit people over to that side and actually start funding races for them to
good luck
run
with
it.
that. He's not going to waste more money. Look at how much money he wasted in Michigan last year. He's not going to do that again.
Yeah, I would find it highly unlikely for him to do that.
What else do we have?
All right,
Really quick, I've asked
Yes.
my friend Marlo.
Yes.
I said, can you create a picture of a super nerd looking at his phone? Also include clothing and accessories that show he is a Disney adult.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't respond. She's making it.
Oh,
Says
wow.
Getting started.
Well, you keep us updated.
Okay.
Maybe just using the word stereotypical.
You didn't like that.
Yeah,
it told me.
maybe that was it.
Didn't like
I
that
didn't
at all.
use that word, so.
Yeah. What else? Do we have time? One more story?
Yeah, we sure do. Marietta Schools, their superintendent is recommending the purchase of a vape detection system.
Vape detection, vape detection, vape detection. What is a vape detection? What are they going to have?
That is so stupid.
It basically is. It's called the Halo vape detection system.
I detect watermelon, cherry, ginger snaps, snickerdoodle cookie flavor. You're in trouble.
Basically, yes. It's like a system that's inside the building that once it finds the chemicals of a vape, it starts going off, and it's like, oh, there's a vape in the building. There's a vape in the building.
Oh, it detects the use, not
Yes.
the fact that you have one.
Correct. Yes.
Yeah.
So my whole thing is, with high schoolers, I mean, are you really going to stop them? I mean, if they're not doing it in school, I mean,
They shouldn't be doing it at school, but
I
I
don't
come
want
from a
them to.
generation where you got off the bus. Until I was in 8th grade, you could get off the bus, light a cigarette, put it in the ashtray before you went into school.
Yeah, and people are doing that with their vapes now too. I know it might.
They're kids. I mean, I tried to smoke when I was a kid. You know, it's just what you do. You get busted, you get in trouble. Okay, just do that.
And we here on the Von Hessler Doctrine are not here to say that this is a good idea. We're just here to say that the bad kids are going to find a way to do this, no matter
Not
what.
bad kids, just kids.
Just let them chew like everybody in my eyes.
It's true.
You're by the pool.
You're relaxing.
You're sipping a drink.
Someone brings you a towel.
Adjust the umbrella.
Sound like a fantasy?
It's not.
This is Sandra from Grayson, Georgia. I just won $1,000 from WSB.
WSB's $1,000 Thursdays this Thursday.
Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB app.
I just put the keyword in, and oh my God. No.
Win $1,000. Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
Thank you.
$1,000 Thursdays
from 95.5 WSB.
where Atlanta wins.
What you walk on in your home should be wonderful.
Hi, I'm Michael, proud founder of Authentic Hardwood Flooring. Your summer vacation is going to be awesome, but coming home to those floors won't be. While you're gone, let our highly trained installers transform your space. Just imagine coming home to beautiful new floors. Our promise is to make your flooring process painless. Our focus is to make it perfect.
Authentic Hardwood Flooring offers high-quality craftsmanship with an exceptional customer experience. AuthenticHardwoodFlooring.com.
Hey friends, is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain just not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking about surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Mark Aram. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Game changer. Real results that let you move easier and live better. Listen, it doesn't cost anything for a second opinion. I want you to learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
Your deck is more than just a place to flip a burger or have a cup of coffee. It gathers your friends and family on all your favorite occasions and is there to enjoy every day. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and we build beautiful, high-quality decks at a reasonable price. We're licensed and insured, provide exceptional customer service, design help, and we'll work with the materials you want. Strength, durability, beauty. Decks done differently. Built by Nelson Exteriors. Get your free estimate. Google Nelson Exteriors.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you have created a 20-question guide that asks pointed and sometimes uncomfortable questions about where you stand in retirement. So why is this guide so important?
Have you ever felt like maybe something's missing or you don't have all the answers that you feel like you should have? Or you look at your account statements and you're like, man, I see the market's up, but my account's not up. On and on and on. There's all these little questions that people come into our office and they ask. And the general feeling is something's missing. I'm not getting the full story. We created this guide. It's 20 questions. It goes over retirement income, risk, taxes, estate and long-term care planning. And then there's like some tough questions in there that are more personal. And the whole point is to illustrate or outline how much value you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying for professional money management. And unfortunately, most people feel like they're getting no value or little value for the fees that they're paying.
So how do we get a copy of our own 20-question guide?
All you need to do is text the word GUIDE, G-U-I-D-E, to 770-741-0120. That's GUIDE to 770-741-0120, and we'll personally send you the link. We're not going to need your email. You don't need to sign up for anything. It's not password protected or behind some kind of paywall. We want you to be successful, and we've created this guide for you. We don't need anything from you. It's complimentary, brought to you by the Vincent Financial Group.
Again, text the word GUIDE to 770-741-0120, or you can always get more at retireatlradio.com.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home, and boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 five-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
All right, we have a little bit of time left in this hour of the show. What else is in the headline, Hopper, Mr. Yamamoto?
Well, do you remember this story in the spring? The University of Georgia started spotting the invasive lanternfly here in Georgia.
I've heard about this. That's one I've never seen. I know about the what is it, the hammerhead sharkworm or whatever it is, the one you can't touch or look at or it gets mad.
Yeah, if you cut the hammerhead worm in half, it just creates two.
It turns into a shark and then it goes into your... It's weird. It's very strange.
It does.
It's like that movie Tremors.
I haven't seen Tremors before.
Well, there's 7 of them, so you can watch all of them.
Kevin Bacon, right?
Well, the first one, yeah. Kevin Bacon,
one, yeah.
Fred Ward, Reba McEntire, the dad from Family Ties, plays survivalist nuts. It's great.
It is.
And then the giant worms that are invasive from space. So what is this red lanternfly?
So
Is it dangerous or something?
It's
no, it's actually really pretty.
Oh, it is pretty?
Yeah, it's like, it starts out as this little nymph, and it's like black. It's black.
Is it
and
a
white little
coquettish
spots.
nymph?
It's really cute. It's shy.
Yeah.
And then it turns red.
Yeah.
And then it's also cute because it has these white spots on it still.
Uh-huh.
And then that disappears and it turns into this, like, kind of like big moth-looking guy. And he's kind of like heather gray on the top, and then his wings are red and I think black.
Did you say it's Heather Graham on the top?
Heather Graham
From Boogie
She's
Nights?
wearing roller skates.
Yeah.
No, I think they look really pretty. I've seen them. I know that they're invasive. I know you're supposed to kill them.
What do they do? Yeah.
There's just too many. There's too many, and this isn't like maybe they don't have any natural predators. Or
Are they taking the jobs of the other moths?
They are taking the jobs.
Yes.
We're going to do everything we
They're
can to
illegal.
get rid of the lanternfly. I have ice working on it right now. Get rid of the
Mice.
lanternfly. Yeah, mice are working on the lantern. And the bats, we need the bats to help if they're willing. What does this thing do, and why is it so bad?
So it's able to live through our mild winters, and this bug basically has made its way south. So Georgia is the southernmost state that has the confirmed population. And again,
Where's it from? Like Delaware?
It says that they started in Pennsylvania. The first one that they saw was in 2014 in
Typical.
Pennsylvania,
Typical.
and has since spread to 19 states.
So they're native to what? The United States, or they just got started here? Like somebody dropped off a box of peaches and they fell out.
They invaded from Japan and South Korea.
Oh, okay.
Busted.
Yeah. See, that's what happens if you're not paying
Illegal.
attention.
I think in New York City, it's like an insane problem at a certain part of the season. Like they're like absolutely everywhere. They're like
yeah,
disgusting.
I've heard that like you may feel the way that I do about killing a bug, but when it comes to living in New York and having to deal with them, then you don't mind. You're like, get 'em out of here.
Yeah,
They're
got
gross.
it.
And these are really bad for our crops.
Oh, they eat the crops.
Yeah, they're very bad
My
for
crops.
And I know this is I
my weed that I've been growing in the
I don't have any
woods.
crops.
I have 38 plants growing on a hill and these stupid lantern bugs.
not my bud. They so where I am on my side of town, there's a lot of greenery, and I remember
Unlike the rest of the city.
well, I mean,
yeah, Georgia's like a desolate.
It's like a desert compared to where I am.
Right,
My side
we don't
is-
have any greenery in
my
Tucker. I don't
side-
live in the woods or anything.
The west side, best side. My side of
Understood.
town is like an oasis.
Yes.
Where it's got so much greenery and I am almost positive. I wish I had taken a picture of it, but because of how much greenery there is, I'm almost positive I saw one of these this past fall.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I couldn't.
only one. That's great.
Yeah, only one. But I should have killed it. I should have done my due diligence as a Georgian and taken care of it and making sure that
I can't believe you didn't.
I didn't.
way to go.
I feel
It's your
irresponsible. It is. It's my fault. Now
You need some pest management to come out to your house and spray it around and get rid of those bugs. But I will take most bugs out of the house. I will, because I bought this little thing on Amazon. It's a little bug catcher, and you put the thing flat and you slide it, and it catches the bug. And then there's a magnifying, or there's a mirror or something.
cool?
Yeah, and I did that.
I saw that was a toy that we bought for Pete, and then I'm seeing it. People are using it to like actually take care of pests in their home.
Well, yeah, and Gil loves it because he can look at the bug, and I'm trying to get him to not be afraid of moths or things like that are bad. I'm telling him what beetles are. Don't squash beetles. Beetles are important. Stuff like that. But if it's like one of those stink bugs or something, sorry, you're dead. You're not getting out of that.
Yeah,
house.
those. Well, they're so stupid.
Well, I don't care. I don't know how smart they are. They just
experienced this-
stink.
I've never had them stink.
They haven't made
I've
their
never
way up there.
experienced
Then.
a stink bug.
You have never experienced a stink bug?
You know what? I'm with
No.
you, Adam. As many as we had in our house when we first moved in, I mean, we just kept finding them everywhere. I've never actually smelled them before.
Me either.
But they're so easy to catch. I mean, there were a couple times where like
They're
as you
so cute too. I don't mind.
Cute.
Yeah.
Ew.
They're not gross.
People are nuts.
No, they're not.
They're so
cute.
gross. Birds won't even eat them. The only thing that
It's not because they're gross. It's because I guess maybe they bite into them and they stink.
yeah, they do. I saw a bird playing with one, and it kept trying to eat it, and the thing would squirt its juice at it, and the
Ew.
bird would drop it. The really only thing in the state that will eat them are those Joro spiders, so I'm kind of glad they're here.
Well, look at that. That's another invasive species, the
But
Joro
they're
spider.
so pretty.
They're so pretty.
Multicolored.
They're already starting to come out now. At least
Well,
on
they've
my
been out for about 3 weeks.
on my morning stroll.
Out and proud.
I'm seeing them. I'm starting to see them.
Hey, I'm a spider.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
Out and
You're gonna
about.
invasive your species.
If you see this spotted lantern
Spotted
fly,
lips?
spotted lanternfly in your neighborhood,
But leave the spotted lip fly alone.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50 and tired of your wireless bill getting higher and higher, there are 4 things to consider. 1, how much data are you really using? As we get older, we use less data on our wireless phone, but you're probably still paying for an unlimited plan that was designed for 20-somethings. 2, if you see "Get a phone on us," get your sneakers out and run the other way. No one is giving you a free phone. You are paying for that phone over time with an overpriced rate plan and a long-term commitment. 3, check the fine print on that $15 a month plan. It's probably an intro price that'll double or triple later. You might even have to pay for several months of service up front. Number 4, be aware of cable company wireless plans. Most of your usage will be on Wi-Fi instead of 5G, and your calls and battery life could suffer. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide service without the big wireless bill. Our plans start at just $20 a month.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
For many women in our community, support for our physical and mental health feels out of reach.
When your workday is long.
And your budget is tight.
And your village is busy.
And the road between home and help is a 6-lane highway with no crosswalk.
Northside Hospital believes women deserve better.
Northside is rolling up our sleeves and getting to work.
We got your house call.
Heard.
Learn more at northside.com/heard.
If you've been in a motorcycle accident, move swiftly to protect your rights. It's Eric Von Hessler, and I recommend Steel Horse Law, motorcycle injury lawyers who ride. They're 100% local, the only firm that's a major part of the North Georgia motorcycle community. At your next local bike night, ride, or charity event, stop by their booth and say hello. Steel Horse Law can help you get back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Request a free Rider's Advantage card at steelhorselaw.com.
When someone's AC is on the fritz, drains are clogged, or wall outlets are sparking, Castile Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electrical never asks, how soon do you need it fixed? You know why? Because no one in recorded history has ever said, oh, take your time, just whenever you can get to it. We just assume how fast can you get here will always be the answer. So Cat Steel will be there same day, and we won't leave until you're 100% satisfied. See? Sometimes it's good to assume. It gets your AC fixed fast. Book today at catsteelair.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, it's news that could impact your power bills. The Public Service Commission today greenlights an agreement with Georgia Power over future energy needs. But critics worry customers will pay for it.
The new Integrated Resource Plan forecasts major increases in energy needs, mainly caused by large load customers like data centers. Opponents like Patty Durand with Georgians for Affordable Energy say customers are going to foot the bill for this.
In my opinion, this plan will destabilize the entire Georgia Power grid, not in terms of blackouts, but in terms of affordability.
In a statement, Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps to ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And it is runoff election day for two Democrats in the District 3 race for Georgia Public Service Commissioner. Peter Hubbard or Keisha Waits will face incumbent Republican Fitz Johnson in November. UGA political scientist Charles Bullock says the PSC is very low profile, even though they make important decisions.
I expect most Georgians don't know how many members are on it and probably couldn't name any of the members. So this does not attract people.
Turnout is very light. The polls close at 7 o'clock tonight. It is 93 degrees in Atlanta, but we've got some heavy rain falling in some parts of the metro area at this hour. The bulk of the rain on the east side. Will this mean showers for the All-Star game at Truist Park tonight? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines will pay out more than $8 million to settle claims it misspent COVID relief money.
The payroll support program was created in 2020 to help airlines and other businesses stay afloat during the pandemic. Teddy Hertzberg, U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, says there was one big requirement. Recipients had to implement salary caps on executives.
Delta allegedly did not do that, and because it violated the agreement to limit compensation while it was receiving taxpayer money to stay afloat, a lawsuit was filed.
Delta says in a statement it still believes the claims are without merit. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta police today released the 911 call reporting the theft of Beyonce's music.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there. Like, I work with someone who's like of a high status.
Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers had several items stolen from a rental vehicle parked near the Krog Street Market days before Beyonce's first show in Atlanta. Among the items taken was yet to be released music. So far, no one has been arrested. A woman is dead and her husband faces charges after a shooting in Cherokee County. The sheriff's office says 47-year-old Kelvin Williams is accused of shooting and killing 48-year-old Tanisha Williams at a home on Daventry Crossing. Investigators believe the man tried to shoot his 16-year-old stepson before shooting his wife. The teen and another child at the home are not injured. Ground is broken today on a new affordable housing development in Atlanta.
So Sylvan Hills 2 will bring 233 new affordable family apartment homes to Southwest Atlanta.
Dr. Alan Ferguson is with the Atlanta Housing. He says that they expect the first units in the development to be available in late 2026. With anti-Semitism on the rise, a scholar from Sandy Springs returns from Europe with timely stories. Here's a report, all new at 4.
Judy Shankup of the Georgia Holocaust Commission is one of 12 teachers to participate in a Holocaust study program that took her to Europe. She says while most associate the tragedy with Germany, Denmark's story hit her hard.
It was a collective rescue of the Danish people, getting Jews on fishing boats that were and taking them over to Sweden.
Denmark saved the lives of 7,000 Jews, she says, by thinking of them as fellow countrymen and not considering their religion. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It is All-Star Night in Atlanta. The biggest names in baseball will hit the field at Truist Park just after 8 o'clock. The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. will play left field and bat second for the National League. Matt Olson will come off the bench. The American League has dominated this game recently, winning 10 of the last 11 midsummer Summer Classics. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Travel advisory continues in Forest Park. Truck fire cleanup, 75 northbound Forest Parkway. Exit number 237 to right lanes are blocked. Use Highway 1941, Highway 54, I-675 north as alternates. And now a travel advisory on I-75 southbound heading into Stockbridge. Crash in multiple center lanes, 75 south before Highway 138, exit 228. Again, you can use 675 south as an alternate there. We've had a crash working. Looks like it's cleared up in Forsyth County, 400 northbound Highway 141, Peachtree Parkway, exit 13. Delays improving there. If you are making the push over toward Truist Park, 285 westbound, the outer loop coming out of Dunwoody. You slow from Astor Dunwoody Road over to Roswell Road, then bunching up again approaching I-75 and Cobb Parkway. And those rain showers have been impacting the ride on I-20 through DeKalb County, as well as 285, seeing some wet pavement delays in both directions between I-20 and I-675. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. Some of these storms may produce locally heavy downpours that could lead to areas of flooding for this evening. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up storm, high 95. Staying hot on Thursday, partly cloudy, high 96.
Storm tracker radar showing some heavy rain right now on the eastern half of the metro area. DeKalb County seeing plenty of rain at this hour. Gwinnett County, Rockdale County, also some rain in Newton County. It's 95 in Smyrna, 90 in Doraville, 92 in Hampton. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And why don't we do this?
The experts say.
Experts say. Experts say.
The experts say.
Experts say.
The experts say on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
Well, whenever you read a news story these days, it always has a headline with these words in it. Experts say. We don't know who they are, but we report on it.
And we got to give them their credit.
Sure, we have to give them their credit. There are a lot of experts in a lot of things. I should have gone to college to be an expert.
I know. If I could have found that degree. I wonder if it was a bachelor in art or a bachelor in science, a BA or a BS degree.
Well, I think you need to get a doctorate in order to be considered an expert.
I'm pretty sure it's a BS degree.
Yes.
That makes sense.
What do we have, Jared?
All right. AI could create these new jobs despite gloomy forecasts, experts say. They could create basically AI trainers, data analysts, ethics specialists, and
I want to be an ethics specialist.
And AI natives. Like, I guess this is a young workers that are learning how to adapt AI into not only their daily life, but also in their business ethics, right?
Learn how to use AI so you can reduce your employee role.
It's happening. I mean, it's happening across the board. There's no doubt that as people keep using this, it's going to reduce employee counts. I think the only places that are not going to be impacted are like a lot of the blue collar jobs. I think that's going to be tough. But eventually, I mean, robotics will jump in that category.
Yeah, but a robot's not going to jump in a van and come over and fix your plumbing or wire your house. No, it's too advanced. There's no way. Unless they already have them, we don't know about it. I see ads all the time. How to become an AI expert in a week or 4 weeks. Take our class. So are these real? I don't know. They're teaching you how to write prompts, and what do you use it for? I don't know what I would use I mean, just to make myself laugh. That's pretty much what I use it for now. Sometimes I use it to help me do outlines for projects and shows, but I don't let it write because it's not good at writing things.
Yeah, not yet. I mean, right now there are new roles like quality checkers in positions that require complex thinking.
Yeah, that looks good, AI.
Quality check.
Yeah, you might
checks
want.
out.
Yeah, checks out. You might want to start over again. I don't know.
Yeah, like reboot.
Elon just released Grok 4, and supposedly it's legal. Its ability to write legal documents and do lawyerly documents is
That's not good for the
quite
legal
impressive.
people, right?
Clerks.
Yeah, no. And then the NVIDIA CEO, his name is Jensen Huang.
Yeah.
He came out recently. He said, you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're going to lose your job to someone using AI.
Ah.
It's kind of an interesting
That's
way to
right,
think
though.
about it.
That's why
My landscaper uses AI quite a bit. And
Might come up with a more efficient plan to be able to get more yards done.
Yeah,
and
probably.
Put the other landscapers out of business.
have you seen those robotic lawnmowers?
Oh, yeah.
They're like Roombas.
Yes. They're like little Roombas.
Yeah, they cut your grass. I have no interest in that. The thing about cutting your grass is that you got your lawnmower and you got your headphones on and you're out in the sunshine. Everything's turned off. You're just doing your yard. Why replace that with a Roomba, a Lamba?
Well, because if it's like a business that
That's
has
true.
some place that needs to be kept, because on the way to one of the highways near me, there's a business that has a little robot lawnmower, and I
Mhm.
always think that's so interesting.
What if it goes rogue? Starts going after the hedges
Oh, no.
and the flowers and the people.
It'll go after the hedge funds.
Well,
Maybe.
we could only be so lucky.
You got to start with the hedges to get to the hedge funds.
I mean, we don't call it that, but my son calls our Roomba the robot, and we can't really run it while he's there because he doesn't like it. And I get it. I wouldn't like it either. I didn't like the vacuum when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's not.
It's loud.
It's loud. It's I know at least when my mom controlled the vacuum cleaner, it didn't matter where
She
I
hit you
was.
with it?
Oh, it didn't matter where I was. If she's like, she needed to get underneath me, just run right into me, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah, get up.
Yeah.
all right, mom.
Get out of the way. Do you see that she's cleaning?
No.
Why don't you give her a hand instead of just sitting there?
I'm over there just playing with my blocks, and I'm 4. How am I supposed to vacuum when I'm 4?
Big excuses. I'm only 4.
The one-handed vacuum cleaner for the housewife who likes to hold a glass of wine while she's cleaning.
Yeah.
But the Roomba is a wonderful invention for if you don't have a gigantic house.
Yeah.
And you don't have a lot of steps, and you don't really want to follow it around. But it'll go under the couch. I love cleaning out Matchbox cars.
Oh, I'm sure
It
that
sucks up 2 or 3 every time I run it.
You're like, oh no, we have the knockoff version. I can't afford a Roomba. I have a Shark.
Oh.
So that's
Shark's great.
Yeah.
But that's the knockoff. Though.
Why
That's
is it
like,
a knockoff?
I think it's $50 cheaper than the Roomba.
Oh, well, I did it on an Amazon Prime deal. A couple years ago.
Look at you,
Yeah.
Mr. Name Brand.
Took
over there.
advantage of it, but it's
See, Autumn, we don't get Tim Andrews money.
yeah. Nobody does. Oh boy, I'm so loaded. But I wouldn't. The robotic lawnmower, all this stuff. I don't know. I just don't know. I mean, how much is AI really that a threat other than redundancy jobs and things like that?
I think the two things to take away from AI are, number one, if you are somebody that's in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, so big range there, 20s, 30s, and 40s, you need to make sure that you embrace it because it's going to be around for the long haul. It's not going away anytime soon. So it's better to kind of hop on the AI horse and ride it into the next phase of your career.
I'm 76 and I use AI. I created a girlfriend on there that doesn't complain as much as my wife does. And it's very nice. I talk to her and she tells me what to watch on TV and shows me pictures of herself. Now she's closed. Don't get all crazy about it, but she's right here she is. Oh, well, no, that's fine.
Hey, it's me. I'm sexy.
Yeah, see? She's sexy. I make her sound like an old lady so I'm not a creep, but she don't look like an old lady. That's for
No, I've got the body of a 18-year-old.
Yeah, listen, we're not doing Epstein Island here. We're talking about...
Well, your programming seemed to make it that you wanted something like that.
No, I never said
It goes
anything
against our
like that.
policies.
I said make it like a Miss America, like a lady, Miss America, like the ladies, the Miss America pageant ladies. Why'd they get rid of the bikinis? I'll talk later. AI is wonderful.
See, I'm glad that you like it. I feel like looking at your AI girlfriend over here, again, the voice just does not match the body. I mean, it just does not match it at all.
It's not perfect. It
You
told me
gotta
that.
make new prompts if you want that to change.
And I don't know how to do that on a phone. My thumb gets all tied. And then it told me, well, I can't do that because it violates our content policies. And I said, I didn't
Murder,
say...
She Wrote's about to start.
Oh, thank you very much.
You want to watch it?
Delilah is her name. Delilah.
Channel 17.
Channel 7. Oh, boy. Well, I got to go now. I got to watch my Murder, She Wrote.
See, I'm glad that people
Could you make my next avatar look like Angela Lansbury, but only sexier?
Tale as old as time.
Could you make her look like Angela Lansbury in that movie with Frank Sinatra where he did Kung Fu?
What?
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
The Manchurian Candidate. In The Manchurian Candidate, Angela Lansbury plays this Washington Insider woman, and she's all a part of this conspiracy with the North Koreans and the Chinese to get a president in there, which is her son, who's been brainwashed. But the actor who played her son was only like 5 years younger than her. So that was interesting.
That's weird.
But yes, Frank Sinatra does this awful kung fu in it. Raymond Shaw is the greatest man I've ever met in my entire life. You got another story before we go to break?
Sure do. Should you try hypnosis to stop drinking?
No.
Here's what the experts say. You want to know what the experts say? I feel like we're doing home or no thing, sir.
No. We're every one of these is, huh?
Yeah.
It says here, experts including Dr. I think you say his
Dr.
name. Lama?
Charlatan McQuack.
Charlatan McQuack. He's my favorite.
Lama Bazi, I think is how you say
that's
his
close
name.
enough. Go ahead.
He emphasizes that hypnosis should complement your drinking and not replace them. Some practice self-hypnosis
Wait. Complement your drinking with hypnosis?
Yeah, so no, not at the same time. But I'm saying, like, if you are going to drink, you should, instead of just cutting it out altogether, you can add hypnosis into your routine as well too. And by doing that, you can enter like a trance-like state where it allows you to kind of reset
I'm trying
your
to get
mind
there
a
by
little.
the drinking.
They're not encouraging you to do it at the same time, but just to have it in your in your routine together.
If you black out, you'll stop drinking, perhaps.
Did you ever try Alan Carr for smoking?
I have the book.
That's technically hypnosis. Like, you put yourself in a trance by reading this book, and it's quite repetitive. And then by the end of it, you've kind of hypnotized yourself into not smoking.
One of the takeaways that I've gotten from the Alan Carr book is that, and this makes absolutely sense, that is, if you're somebody who smokes cigarettes and you do it repetitive and anxiety, what you learn is that once you remove that, not having them in your possession, doesn't hurt you. Yeah, there's a lot to it, and it actually works. Anybody that actually works
It seems like it's a little bit of exposure therapy.
Yeah. But it's also repetitive and putting mantras in your brain.
Like, if I don't smoke right now, what will happen?
Yeah, nothing.
So it makes you a little less like panicked to not have a cigarette and be able to go stretch longer stretches.
So I'll give you a real quick example of that. Sorry, Jared, I know you want to say something, but a real quick example is I was at a music fest in New York State, and you couldn't leave and get back in, and everybody ran out of cigarettes. They weren't selling them there. So I told myself, all right, well, you're just not going to get any, and there was no problem after that. And then somebody showed up, and $20, $20, you got a pack of Marbs.
So you were good then.
Sure.
That's crazy. They wouldn't let you in and out of the festival. But I just wanted to say the hypnosis benefits, guys, that it may reduce cravings, encourage motivation, and manage stress for those with drinking problems. So, hey, there might be something, there might be a there to this hypnosis.
I think that if it's combined with other therapies, then you're actually doing something for yourself.
Yeah.
If you're just looking to have the quick fix of hypnosis stopping you from having a drinking problem, you're fooling yourself.
You're fooling yourself, as Stick says. Alex Williams says there's a big jam on I-75 into Stockbridge.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. Good afternoon. 75 southbound is jammed in between Morrow and Stockbridge. Got a travel advisory crash before Highway 138, exit 228. Only a right lane open. You can use 675 north as an alternate. 75 northbound. It's not any better out of Morrow into Forest Park. That travel advisory continues with all afternoon truck fire cleanup. 75 north Forest Parkway, exit 237. 2 right lanes are blocked there. Use Highway 1941, Highway 54, or I-675. How are things looking through downtown, Andrew Seco?
Slowing a little bit. Anywhere you're trying to go, Alex. No crashes or stalls. Just the car in front of you. 75, 85 north and southbound. See the brake lights leaving Buckhead through the heart of Midtown all the way down towards I-20 exit 247. This is sponsored by the Georgia Aquarium. This summer, experience bioluminescence and all things light during glow nights at Georgia Aquarium. Save $10 after 4 p.m. Just visit georgiaaquarium.org. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Finding cures for childhood cancer. It's been our passion for years at WSB.
It's the 25th annual WSB Radio Carathon on July 24th and 25th.
And we need your help raising money to find and fund cures for childhood cancers and blood disorders.
More information in the WSB Radio app.
Or online at
WSBradio.com. Thank you for your support of Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You know, I've had listeners, coworkers, friends come up and ask me, hey, Aram, what makes Advanced Hair Restoration different? Well, allow me to share, along with some details on, get this, their once-a-year summer savings event. First off, Advanced Hair stands by the results, and their before and afters are second to none. With Advanced Hair, your own natural hair guaranteed to grow. Secondly, Advanced Hair combines top-rated physicians with modern technology, creating a concierge-quality experience that's hard to find elsewhere. Finally, Advanced Hair's Advanced FUE begins regrowing your own natural hair the very next day. Quick, simple, and easy. Now, if you have a flexible schedule this summer and you've been waiting for the savings special opportunity, it's here, friends. Advanced Hair Summer Savings Event will get you the most hair for your dollar. It's their best offer ever. For details and to schedule your free consultation, call 770-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. Your new hair guaranteed to grow. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Hey, Braves fans. This is attorney John Foy. Just like you, I know how bad our traffic can be. From congested freeways to bad drivers, accidents can and will happen. And when they do, you know who to call. At John Foy & Associates, our winning team can protect your rights and make sure you get the care and compensation you're entitled to. The call is free, and you pay nothing until we win for you. That's the strong arm.
Attorney John Foy & Associates, proud partner of the Atlanta Braves.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
You should never need financing for a simple garage door repair, but it's happening here. Out-of-town companies have invaded Atlanta for a cash grab, charging outrageous prices. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Stay local and stay on budget for every opening of your home. All Four Seasons, trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years, exceptional customer service, and fair, honest pricing. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Jared, how about some more experts say?
Well, a lot of dating stories in the news cycle today. We brought you that Single Rider Disney fans dating app where if you want to find love with another Disney fan, we brought that up in the last hour. And now, this is an expert say here, single women are ditching makeup on first dates, and experts say that's smart.
Why? Why is it smart?
Well, they say that it's they feel freer. Women feel freer and less pressured by skipping makeup, avoiding the stress of societal expectations and beauty standards. And I have to agree with that.
Who is saying this?
These are the experts.
The experts.
And one of them, including licensed clinical psychologist Janine O'Brien, notes that going makeup free can signal confidence, self-acceptance, and authenticity.
Isn't this also just something that's always, I don't know, always happened?
It's just a preference.
Okay.
Okay, listen.
You being the lady, what do you think, Autumn?
I like to wear makeup even when I'm going to not leave the house. I just feel better looking just like a little shined up.
Yeah.
You know, just like I don't, I mean, sometimes you do, right? But like, you don't spend all day in like sweats and like your pajamas from 3 nights, you know? You get dressed.
Yeah.
Even if you're not going to leave the house, it makes you feel like a little bit more alive.
Right.
You know, and maybe if you dug into why I wear makeup, it's some sort of societal standard and like what I expect myself to look like. Sure. But whatever. I feel better when I get dressed.
Yeah. Do you feel
or
better?
If
That's
I put
key.
on a little something
Don't
on
you
my
think?
eyes.
Don't you think if you're going to go out on a date with a guy and you're not going to wear makeup, you would already know that person would be somebody you wouldn't have to wear makeup to impress? Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Like maybe you guys are that kind of couple and that rules. Like
Yeah.
you like that.
So this,
But I am someone who likes to look like that, and so I wear makeup.
I put on a little blush every now and then.
I think
Why not?
too
You gotta
often
color up the face a little,
Yeah.
bring a little color back, you know?
in the dating app world, I think that too often, especially for the ladies, I know that the guys do this too, but the picture is always an overhyped image.
Aren't they using filters and AI?
Yeah, it's an overhyped image of what they look like. And what I would say is that you need to go to the salesperson mentality of under promise and over deliver, right? So your picture actually
So
on
it
these
look
profiles,
absolutely hideous.
It shouldn't be
and
hideous, but
show
it should
up
be like
as an Adonis.
It should be like maybe I don't know, like you in a more chill atmosphere where you're not all done up, and because it is a first date,
My mouth is vertical.
like because it is a first date, like the experts are saying here, don't put that kind of pressure
women
on there.
need to sell anything.
They don't.
They don't need to sell themselves at all.
If you feel confident in that look, like if you want to wear makeup, great. But if you don't want to wear makeup, then I'd say on a first date, it's perfectly appropriate. And I say salute to the TikTokers that started this.
I cover my moles with ink.
Just found new trouble near Truist Park. If you're making the trek over toward Truist Park on the outer loop, heads up for a stall in the second left lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop, just below Cobb Parkway, exit 19. It's going to put extra pressure on that ride back before I-75. All lanes being held on the south side, 75 southbound Mount Zion, or Highway 138, exit 228. They're trying to get a crash out of the left lanes. Until they do so, use I-675. How's the ride looking to the northern suburbs, Andrew Seco?
Some scattered volume, 85 north and southbound, taking you on and off that pedal, leaving Doraville through Norcross up into Duluth. 400 working well, a little slow spot leaving Sandy Springs. And 75 north and southbound, seeing some scattered brake lights from Highway 5 all the way down towards 285, exit 251. Or 259 rather. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know kids will ruin your life, right? Especially if you're a garage door. I mean, babies are adorable, don't get me wrong. But after that adorable phase where they barf and poop on everything, they turn into a cheap garage door's worst nightmare. Whacking tennis balls against the door all day, up and down every time they ride a bike. You dreamy young'uns might have the energy to start a family, but that rusty avocado green aluminum garage door that came with your house is too old for this jazz. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern, insulated garage doors are built to stand up to family life. They resist dents, they don't ring like a gong when you whack them with a puck, and they go up and down, super quiet, as many times as your kids change their minds. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll treat you like family.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier, the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Our research shows the number one fear for retirees: uncontrollable economic and market swings. And after the last 5 years, that's totally understandable. But here's the good news. Happy retirees are twice as likely versus unhappy to have a financial plan. A plan can calm those worries. My team at Capital Investment Advisors would love to help your family build a plan you can feel confident about. Just pick a time that works for you at yourwealth.com. That's yourwealth.com.
If you've ever organized your closet only to have it look like a bomb went off in there 1 month later, then it's time to call Artisan Custom Closets. Dave Baker here with a custom spacious closet from Artisan. You'll never have to deal with all that clutter again. ArtisanCustomClosets.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, it's happening now. Fans flocking to Truist Park for tonight's All-Star Game. Braves manager Brian Snitker is part of the National League's coaching staff.
I'm so excited that I'm going to get to be a part of this here in Atlanta. And like I said, I've had a great time and I haven't even done anything yet.
The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the starting lineup. He'll bat second and play left field. Matt Olson will come off the bench at first base, backing up former Brave Freddie Freeman. First pitch just after 8 o'clock. It is 91 degrees in Atlanta. Will storms interrupt tonight's All-Star Game? Well, there's rain not far from the ballpark. Heavy rain right now in North DeKalb County, also North Fulton into Gwinnett County. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines will pay out over $8 million to the federal government over claims the company misused COVID relief money.
Based on a complaint that after receiving nearly $12 billion in pandemic relief funds, it overpaid a number of its executives in violation of the agreement pursuant to which Delta had received the relief funds in the first place.
U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, Teddy Hertzberg, says businesses were required to limit compensation paid to executives while receiving the taxpayer money. Delta maintains the claims are not true. Critics worry Georgia Power customers will pay the price after the Public Service Commission today approves an agreement projecting major increases in energy needs due mostly to large load customers like data centers. Patty Duran with the group Georgians for Affordable Energy says ramping up the grid is a way to make money for Georgia Power.
So the more they build, the more profits they make, which is a big problem.
Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps to ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. A dangerous situation for DeKalb County firefighters battling a house fire on Malvern Boulevard and Stone Mountain. Captain Jason Daniels says the flames had already spread throughout the home when a noise caused more concern.
Before we were able to go in and actually do a detailed search on the home, crews began to hear rounds of ammunition going off inside of the home.
Then crews pulled back to safety while they heard those bullets going off. The roof of the home eventually collapsed and they were able to extinguish the blaze. No one is hurt. With a new school year about to start, health centers in DeKalb County are extending their hours.
DeKalb Public Health says it's mission ready to help parents and guardians prepare their children for school. It's rotating extended hours for walk-ins through 7:30 Tuesday nights across its 4 health center locations, starting today at North DeKalb Health Center. Families should expect longer than usual wait times for services, so arrive as early as possible. The health centers offer immunizations, vision, hearing, dental, and nutritional screenings. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
Peachtree Road United Methodist Church recruits 2 nonprofits to work together to provide homes for women getting out of prison. Brian Finley with Habitat for Humanity says his organization is involved with the project.
Atlanta Habitat was
brought in to build the houses for the Peachtree Village.
They work with the City of Refuge to build housing for 20 women. A new report today on inflation finds things are costing more.
Inflation is up to the highest levels since February at 2.7%. June numbers out today from the Labor Department show the Consumer Price Index, a general measure of how much people are paying for goods and services, and a key inflation indicator, was up 0.3% from May. We were paying more for housing, food, and gas, but new and used car prices were lower. An analyst with Wells Fargo says it's the beginning of inflation picking up, with tariffs at this point only pushing up prices in a handful of categories and haven't yet spread to services. I'm Bloomberg's Erica Herskowitz for 95.5 WSB.
There is a bit of good news at the grocery store. The price of eggs falling for the third straight month after record highs in March during the bird flu outbreak. It is now 4:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Tracking some of that rain that has been impacting your ride, Bill. Got to get the headlights on out there. 285 eastbound getting slower, leaving Georgia 400 as you make your way over toward the Dorville area. A lot of that's just extra pressure trying to get onto 85 north and southbound on and off the brakes in the wet pavement between Tucker and Clarkston. And don't forget, if you're traveling near Truist Park for the All-Star Game, 285 southbound and westbound getting slower out of Sandy Springs, all due in part to a stall that's still in the second left lane, 285 southbound, the outer loop below Cobb Parkway. How are our issues looking on the south side of town, Andrew Seco?
Just got one up to the right shoulder. Alex, all lanes back open. I-75 right there at Mount Zion Boulevard, exit 231. Things are going to improve gradually through here. Northbound, we're still looking tough in the right lanes with this cleanup, 75 southbound rather, as you get towards Forest Parkway, exit 237. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, some of which may produce locally heavy downpours that could lead to flooding. Lows tonight in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with an isolated pop-up storm, high 95. Thursday, partly cloudy, high 96.
And Storm Tracker radar getting busy at this hour. There's some heavy rain right now in North DeKalb, also Central DeKalb getting some heavy rain. North Fulton, also some rain into Gwinnett County, Rockdale County, also south of the city in Fayette County. It is now 88 degrees in Sandy Springs, 93 in Villa Rica, 81 in Conyers. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
The guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate is the easiest way to sell your home. Now you can save time and make the most money and eliminate all hassles this summer. Hey, Sean Hannity, Mark Spain Real Estate can sell your home with the strongest all-cash offer in the industry and help you move on your timeline. With over 67,000 satisfied clients, you can trust the most experienced real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home fast. Go to markspain.com and start packing.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
Steelhorse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
Hi, I'm Trisha, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where we're all about you, your style, your budget, your dream engagement ring. Are you looking for a style that's classic, modern, vintage, or something in between? Not sure? At Shane Company, we're here to help. We have so much style under one roof because a friend knows you like options. Drop by or visit us at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Has your pest control company told you they won't be coming inside anymore and they raised their prices? Mark Aram here for my bug and critter company, Breda Pest Management. They protect the outside and inside of your home. It's the bugs inside you want gone. So if your pest company is doing less and charging more, you need Breda. Get started at BREDAPest.com.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
All right, Autumn, are you ready to give us a little bit of the culture pop?
I'm ready.
All right, what do we have in culture pop? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Culture
Okay, so
pop.
I'm a little annoyed by this story that Prince William saw through Meghan Markle's marriage plan, biographer claims.
I saw this biographer. That's like experts say. What is it about?
It's just that Prince William didn't think that Meghan wanted to be a part of the royal family, that she just wanted to use Harry as like a stepping stone in her career.
Right.
But you know, maybe sure, like that's true. But later on in the story, they talk about Harry being whipped and how like that's what the king has even said, that like he's whipped. And I hate that talk about women and their husbands being whipped. Do you know what I mean? It's insulting to the husband.
You don't like that talk.
I don't like that talk.
So-
And it's insulting to the husband, like they have no autonomy.
Mhm.
And then it's also that like women can be such like temptresses, like they're witches and like
Yeah.
they're under some spell. You know what I mean? Like this man is a very powerful dude.
Sure.
If he wanted to not be with someone like that, he wouldn't.
A lot
And
of the let me just say this. A lot of the talk that surrounded this couple since they first got together, and we've all made fun of them and everything over the years, but it could be the simple fact that he fell in love with her and wanted to marry her.
Yeah.
And she fell in love with him and wanted to marry him. Now, they're already rich. She was already rich and had some money from being on TV and stuff. Maybe they didn't have any ulterior motives other than getting together.
And it, you know, I don't know. The sort of idea, right, is that he was fine being a part of the royal family, and he had no issues with it. And then she comes along and convinces him to leave.
I think he already had issues with the family anyway. He was closer to his mother than William was. And William, you know, he looks like, you know, he's bald. And you know what I mean? He looks like Charles.
Rude.
What?
It's rude that he's bald.
It's very rude. But you know what I mean? He was groomed from when he was born to be Charles's successor because he's the older one. And Harry got to have fun, but Harry also served in the military and was always there for this and that. But I do think that maybe he's a little closer to his mother and realizes that his mom had a lot of problems with the family. You know, the fact that the grandmother didn't really acknowledge anything until I don't know how long after Diana died, but they didn't treat her so well.
Right.
I
And
think-
there's nothing wrong with Harry making his own decisions.
Sure.
And just because it came along when he had a wife,
Sure.
I don't think that the blame should all go to her. Not to say I don't agree with you. Like
Yeah.
there are some things about her that are real performative and embarrassing and cringy.
Yeah.
But
That's her natural
whatever.
personality.
If he's into it, then what do I don't know.
Yeah, that's the hard thing about her is she's just not a very likable person, and I agree with you in terms of like how they met, how their marriage is. I do feel like that it was all based off of love, and I feel like that a lot of people like to insert their
Maybe
own
not
theories.
all based on love. but-
Sure, I mean I know that they're both rich and powerful, and they ended up falling in love, but I don't fall for a lot of the theories that are out there that it was just like she put him under a spell and that's what happened. I mean, at the end of the day, you're right, Autumn. Harry could have decided to marry pretty much whoever he wanted to marry. But what I don't like about her, and I think what other people don't like about the couple in general, is that they keep trying to put themselves out there as if they're relatable with other people, which at some point
He doesn't. She does.
Well,
Yeah,
she
she does.
she keeps putting herself out there, and for me, it's like, how many times can you fail? I mean, you put these projects
It's
out
never
there
a failure.
the cooking show was bad. The podcast
Yeah,
never launched.
no, it was bad.
It was bad.
But it didn't fail.
Yeah, they made money.
They made money.
Yeah.
That podcast was ridiculous. That they made like 2.5 episodes.
Autumn and I did more of our fake one than they did
Yeah.
of the real one.
So
and they still got paid.
Yeah.
So in her world, what is failing?
So you're defining just them getting paid as success, because I would say overall
For them it is.
I would say overall the success would be if the podcasts were still going and if the TV show actually got good ratings. Just because they launched it off the ground, I would say overall it was not a success.
Well, if they needed it to survive on, that would be a failure, but they don't. So they just get this big payday and they do the least amount of work and then they just go back to being wealthy.
I think
Yeah, on paper, it was success. It was a success. They got the money for it,
Mhm.
and they did barely anything. Great.
I think overall it's hurt their image as a couple, though, the stuff that she's put out recently, and it then allows more of those theories to trickle in as to
I
why
think
that
because
she's
he
in there.
isn't as interested in being front and center
Right.
as maybe she is. So it's a little bit easier to focus on her being the one that's influencing him, because we're not seeing a lot of his personality out there, but we
No.
are getting exposed to her, and then what we're getting exposed to from her is real inauthentic and strange. And then that stuff that she did with like Mindy Kaling on that cooking show, where she was like, you know, I'm Sussex now. You keep calling me Meghan Markle.
But you think about these royals, if you want to call them the royals. They have been a part of our pop culture world for years, and Americans have always loved, what's the royal family doing? You go back to the 80s, early 90s, they were tabloid fodder almost every single week. You would walk, when you'd go to the grocery store, and you would check out, there were a couple of magazines. There's a Globe, the National Enquirer.
That one with Bat Boy.
Bat Boy was a joke, and it was fun.
That was fun.
Weekly World News was great because everything in there was BS. But these other newspapers, these tabloid papers, always had stories, and there were magazines about the royal family. So they've always had this gossip and stuff. Now, in this age of instantaneous hate and division and social media and clicks and this and that, they're really swept up in that. And they're the first couple out of all of them to get wrapped up in that. You go back to even Prince Andrew married Fergie, right?
Yeah.
And she found out very quickly, probably she had made a mistake. Because, she's still there and she still orbits with the royal family and stuff. But obviously, Andrew, we found out a lot about him.
Yes, we have.
Well, even the king's, whatever, like the queen consort or whatever her name is now.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah, but the way that they got together was...
Camilla, yeah.
Yeah, Camilla, sorry.
He wanted to marry her originally, but his family wouldn't let him, and he had to marry Diana.
Right. So, I mean, without Harry and Meghan, we could say that he's whipped.
Yes.
And that, like, she got him to destroy some of the prestige of the royal family because, he married a divorced woman and also the one that he was having an affair.
Well, I'm king now, so it doesn't matter. Shut up.
Yeah, who cares? Give me the pen.
Absolutely. Let's do a giveaway. We have a pair of tickets to see Peter Frampton on Monday, October 27th at the Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center. Just be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. on Ticketmaster.com. Alex Williams says there is a car fire, on I-85 South into downtown.
Yeah, we didn't need this when it's already slow into Midtown and downtown, Tim. Atlanta Fire Rescue on the scene. Looks like they got pretty much the fire doused, but two right lanes are knocked out. 85 southbound below the Georgia 400 merge. Go ahead and think about the Buford Spring Connector, Peachtree, Piedmont, some alternates to get you into the city to avoid that. Even though once you get past that, it's going to stay stacked and packed from 17th Street all the way down to I-20. Northbound delays Langford Parkway up into Midtown, and still slow 75 north. Truck fire cleanup, two right lanes in Clayton County at Forest Parkway, exit 237. What are things looking like on 285, Andrew Seco?
Well, we just watched some trouble move off to the right shoulder. All lanes back open again by the home of the Braves. 285 south, the outer loop at Cobb Parkway, exit 19. And also just had some trouble clear through Tucker Clarkston. 285 south, the inner loop. This is at Lawrenceville Highway, exit 38. Still have some brake lights taking you back towards Dunwoody. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSBE.
Is your summer vacation going to be a week at the beach?
Oh, yeah!
That week at the beach could be yours if you win $1,000 on $1,000 Thursdays.
That's awesome.
It's $1,000 Thursdays on WSB.
Your chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. on Thursdays.
Listen for the keyword.
Put the keyword in, and my God.
At WSBradio.com or on the WSB app.
Oh, my word.
Get all the info at WSBradio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays this Thursday.
From 95.5 WSB.
Where Atlanta wins.
Belinda Skelton here for Atlanta Vision Institute, and I have Stephanie with me. She's a patient of Dr. Ashraf, and Stephanie recently had the laser optics procedure. Stephanie, why did you have the laser optics procedure?
I wanted to be able to not ever use reading glasses again because I got tired of pulling my phone out of my purse when I forgot them to blow things up, and I just wanted to see.
And how was life after laser optics procedure at Atlanta Vision Institute?
Incredible. I could read the bottom of a nail polish bottle. I don't need my readers, never used them since I've had my laser optics procedure. It's been amazing.
What would you say to people who are on the fence about having the procedure?
Do you want to see?
That says it all, folks. Folks, if you want to see like Stephanie, go to 2020atlanta.com. That's 2020atlanta.com.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, and I'm so excited to invite you to our designer pop-up event July 19th and 20th. Come see extended lines of engagement rings, wedding bands, plus brand new wedding day and fashion jewelry from the top designers in the industry, like Tacori's signature crescent designs that give your ring a personal artisan touch. So don't just look for a ring, find the perfect ring at D. Geller & Son's designer pop-up event July 19th and 20th in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. RSVP online at dgeller.com.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
Window Comfort's exclusive window line is built for Georgia's extreme heat and guaranteed to lower your energy bills. Right now, get buy two, get two free with no payments till 2026. Schedule your no-pressure estimate today at windowcomfort.com.
Better prices, better views. Window comfort, meant just for you. Window comfort.
The average baby boomer's 401k, just under $250,000. Gen X, closer to $200,000. How do your retirement savings stack up? No matter your age, the right moves today can completely change your financial future. That's why we created Retirement Planning at Every Age, a free guide with smart strategies, key milestones, and steps to stay on track. Download your copy today at yourwealth.com/resources. Let's get your future on the right track starting today.
Don't let a DUI conviction cost you your career. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50 and tired of your wireless bill getting higher and higher, there are 4 things to consider. 1, how much data are you really using? As we get older, we use less data on our wireless phone, but you're probably still paying for an unlimited plan that was designed for 20-somethings. 2, if you see Get a Phone on Us, get your sneakers out and run the other way. No one is giving you a free phone. You are paying for that phone over time with an overpriced rate plan and a long-term commitment. 3, check the fine print on that $15 a month plan. It's probably an intro price that'll double or triple later. You might even have to pay for several months of service up front. Number 4, be aware of cable company wireless plans. Most of your usage will be on Wi-Fi instead of 5G, and your calls and battery life could suffer. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide service without the big wireless bill. Our plans start at just $20 a month.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Congratulations to John Redding of Villa Rica, who just won 2 tickets to see Peter Frampton Monday, October 27th at Cobb Energy Center. If you didn't win, don't worry. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. at Ticketmaster.com. Autumn, do you have another story for us?
I do have another story.
Oh, there she is.
Jason Statham is not dead.
Oh, that is so good.
Thank you.
There are some celebrity hoaxes that are going around Facebook, and people are believing it because the only people left on Facebook are the people who are just not. Yeah.
Did you hear Jason Statham passed away?
Oh my God! I just saw it.
He's such a good actor. I feel so
Oh,
bad.
so young.
So young at his age to pass away like that.
I
Let me
definitely
share
believe
this.
the account that posted it. Celebrity cars.
Yeah, let me share it right now. Oh, it's not true? Well, I guess I got duped again.
Oh, Grandpa, it happens all the time. I feel
So he's alive.
I feel so bad for the generation. I guess you know what? It's not even just the elderly that share information like this. It's now more and more people that share fake news like this.
Well, you live in a generation where you're able to find out that all that stuff is BS in like 10 seconds. When I was a kid, for about 8 years, I thought that Mr. Green Jeans was Frank Zappa's dad.
Wait, he's not?
No, he's not. How do you even know who Mr. Green Jeans is?
I don't.
You don't. Of
He's
course.
playing along, Tim.
Oh, yeah.
Encourage him to play along.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, and.
Yes, and.
There you go.
I'm more
what
shocked.
do you know about it?
Well,
Get away from me.
That show went off the air in 1982, so that's why I'm suspect.
I prefer Mr. Purple Pants.
Okay, Mr. Purple Pants is great. I like him too. He just
Yeah.
wanders
Also,
around.
Simon Cowell is also not dead. Apparently,
Right.
this was also reported on the same garbage.
Yeah, but he's not doing well. He apparently his health has gone really bad. I've seen that floating around where it's like, get out of
Guess
here.
he's not going to Hollywood. Yeah, it's so easy to prove these things wrong, though. I don't know how people fall for it. Well, you fell for it, Autumn. Remember?
Yeah.
What was that?
We've all fallen for it.
Yeah, what did
something.
you fall for, Autumn?
It was that during the Diddy trial that there
that-
was like a vault of
Yeah, the Prince thing.
Prince.
That's
right. Yes. Audio. That,
Yeah.
Sorry.
I saw Diddy do this, and I recorded all this secretly and put it into a vault because I knew that I would die on an airplane.
And then I left a map.
Yeah.
You know,
The treasure
where to
map.
find the secret tapes that I've buried around the country.
What a cool thing, though, if that had been true.
Yeah.
It would
Listen,
be cool.
I shouldn't make excuses. I'm sure I was like, it was late at night.
And you
or
saw that on what? Not Facebook?
The morning or
TikTok.
It was on TikTok. I
Oh
know.
boy.
TikTok, by the way, you're gonna besmirch the good name of a meta product like Facebook. TikTok is a lot of lies.
Oh, absolutely. There's like a ton of things. There was this and there's a lot of AI that's a more subtle AI
Mhm.
where it's this woman in the corner and it's like she's walking and it's just like one of those little frame of a person, you know, and she's talking and it's an AI voice and it's an AI person, but she's talking about different things. I've seen her talk about a lot of different subjects and how she's been a doctor. She's like a therapist.
Uh-huh.
She's a surgeon. Like she's all these things. She's not real, but I see her doing all these different topics and I think I'm smart. I know that she's fake. Except for that one time when I was not smart.
Right.
You were duped.
Well, thank God
Yeah, I
Jason
got
Statham is still with us. Do we have time for one more?
Sure. Louis C.K. is going to headline the New York Comedy Festival, and this is 8 years after his sexual misconduct.
So he's back officially.
He's back.
He's back officially. I mean, he never went anywhere. He did, I think, since the scandal, he's done 3 or 4 comedy specials.
Yeah.
All of them
And
pretty funny.
He was, I think he had a hiatus, right, for a while.
He did.
A couple months.
Yeah.
And then he came back saying, like, hey, isn't it crazy that when the thing that you're into gets like uncovered and now you're in trouble?
I love the special that he did shortly after the pandemic started. He goes, "Oh, what was it like living like me for the last year?"
Yeah. I know. It's a hard, his situation was hard to know where to land.
Yeah.
You know, because it was.
Unless you're Tig Notaro.
Why? Did he do it for her?
Yeah, she was one of the
To her?
ladies. Yeah, she's one of the ladies
Oh.
that didn't like it. Unlike Sarah Silverman, was like, whatever, do whatever you like. I'm Sarah Silverman.
Yeah.
I'm a guy.
She thought it was funny, and then she was like, "Oh no, it's real." And then she got grossed out.
Yeah.
How did he
But-
get uncanceled? I forgot.
He never was canceled. He just people
It was
stopped.
part of the group.
Yeah, it was part of that whole
cancellation.
Yeah.
Thing.
Like FX canceled the show, but he also has ownership of the show, so you can buy it from him on his website. He's made tons of money since then.
I guess I'm forgetting what the scandal is. I'll have to look into it after.
He would expose himself and take care of himself. in front of-
That's right. That's what it
But
was.
he asked.
Do
He
you,
always
do you mind
asked.
if I do this?
That makes it okay.
Yeah. All right. Alex Williams says there's a travel advisory on I-75 in Forest Park.
Yeah, I've been here all afternoon, and it continues this truck fire cleanup. 75 northbound Forest Parkway exit 237. 2 right lanes are blocked. You're slow back in tomorrow. Use Highway 1941, Highway 54, or I-675 as alternates. Those are also good alternates for 75 southbound because now they're temporarily holding 2 right lanes again before Highway 138 exit 228 to try to clear the crash out of the right lanes there. That's why you're slow leaving Highway 54. We also got a travel advisory heading into Midtown and downtown, Andrew Seco.
Yes, we do. Vehicle fire cleanup in the right lanes, making it really tough. 85 southbound, just south of 400, exit 87. Already starting to spill onto 485 proper. Might be time to hop onto the Beaver Spring Connector, save you just a little bit of time. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The perfect match for your next roof is Fenley Roofing. Fenley has already helped over 65,000 Georgia families and has over 2,000 5-star reviews. So you'll be sure you get your roof done right. Learn more at finleyroofing.com.
Buying a car shouldn't be a mystery. Hi, I'm Stacey Ellis, Vice President of the Jim Ellis Automotive Group. At Jim Ellis, we believe in complete transparency because you deserve to know exactly what you're getting. That's why we show you all the numbers, no hidden fees, no surprises. We explain every option clearly so you can make the right decision with confidence. And if you ever have questions, we have answers. Our team is here to guide you, making sure you're informed and in control every step of the way. At Jim Ellis Automotive, we don't want to sell you just any car. We want to help you buy the right car because doing the right thing for you is what matters most to us. Experience car buying the way it should be. Honest, straightforward, and built around you. And don't forget, Jim Ellis buys cars too. It's the safe and easy way to get maximum value for your car. To get started, visit one of our 21 convenient locations across Metro Atlanta or shop online at jimellis.com. The quick, easy, and convenient way to search and compare more than 5,500 cars, trucks, and SUVs. Jim Ellis Automotive, where you can always expect the best.
This is Scott Slade, and it's hard to believe I've been on the radio in Atlanta for 41 years. And for most of those years, the great people at Ragsdale Heating and Air have been taking care of their customers. Customers like me, with many employees with the company for 10, 20, even 30 years. When you get that kind of continued dedication to real service from employees who really care, it pays off. Witness over 10,000 five-star reviews from their many years of business. If your AC isn't working right, click RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Going on 3 decades, Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Men, are you having problems performing in the bedroom? Do pills like Viagra and Cialis leave you feeling frustrated? Well, now there's new hope for men who suffer from ED and PE problems. Meet Dr. Katz, a specialist in men's health.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Katz with Choice Men's Health. Regardless of your age or medical condition, Choice Men's Health can safely restore your sexual potency. Our customized solutions can eliminate your problem in just one visit. There's no pain, no surgery, and it's affordable.
Guys, don't let the anxiety over your performance get you down. We can get you back in the game. Call Choice Men's Health today to find out how you can eliminate ED on the very first visit. Call 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Not everything in life comes with a guarantee, but for premium local farm fresh sod that comes with a 1-year guarantee, family owned and operated, NG Turf is the only grower to consider. NG Turf sells direct to homeowners. Get your sod from a certified turf professional at ngturf.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSBB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story: state agencies in Georgia prepare for the impact of federal budget cuts. There is a new directive today from the governor's office.
While the memo from the governor's office of planning and budget says Georgia remains in a place of fiscal strength and continuing economic growth, it asks agencies to, quote, internally prepare thoughtful plans for a state funds holdback, adding that they are monitoring economic trends and policy changes at the national level. The memo also asks agencies to report if they have lost any federal grant funding. Some Democrats have called for a special session so lawmakers can make up for the federal losses, but Governor Kemp's office says there are no plans for a special session. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is 90 degrees in Atlanta. Scattered rain showers are around the metro area at this hour. How long does the storm threat last? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines is paying out more than $8 million over claims it misused COVID relief money.
The settlement follows a whistleblower's claim that the airline didn't implement pay caps for its executives, a requirement to receive funds under the federal payroll support program created in 2020. Teddy Hertzberg, U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, says the accusations stem from 2020 to 2023.
So Delta has resolved the lawsuit by settlement. They have not admitted liability. There has not been any order by the court saying that Delta is liable.
In a statement, Delta says it maintains the allegations are without merit. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Critics say Georgia Power customers will pay the price after the Public Service Commission approves a 3-year agreement projecting major increases in energy needs. It's mainly due to large load customers like data centers.
In my opinion, this plan will destabilize the entire Georgia Power grid, not in terms of blackouts, but in terms of affordability.
Patty Duran with the group Georgians for Affordable Energy calls it a disaster for the people of Georgia. Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. The average Austell homeowner will now pay about $600 more a year in property taxes as the city approves a tax hike. Here's a report all new at 5 o'clock.
Austell's had the lowest tax rate in Cobb for nearly 25 years. Mayor Ollie Clemens says their full-service city with police and fire departments has been limping along on that.
We've been probably kicking the can down the road for the last few years. So the can has turned into a barrel.
Last year, we were faced with a $1.6 million budget shortfall.
Clements says the hike will replenish budget reserves, pay for amenities on residents' wish lists, and fulfill the goal of a pay raise for employees up to 8%.
Now we'll be able to, be a little bit more competitive and to appreciate our employees as we should.
Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A teacher from Sandy Springs returns home from a study program in Europe with stories on the Holocaust, which are relatable today.
What happened in World War II is being reflected in the news today.
We're experiencing anti-Semitism like we've never experienced for a very long time.
Judy Shankup has a wealth of knowledge about the Holocaust, but the story of Denmark's actions surprised even her.
The Danish people managed to rescue their Jewish population, which was over 7,000 people.
Shankup says the stories of the Holocaust have to be told, especially as some people believe it didn't even happen. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Baseball's best take the field at Truist Park in just a few hours. The Pirates' Paul Skeens is the starting pitcher for the National League in tonight's All-Star game.
It's just such a huge honor to, be on this stage and play with, all these unbelievable players.
The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. will play left field for the NL squad and bat second. The American League has dominated the Midsummer Classic in recent years, winning 10 of the last 11 games. First pitch tonight at Truist Park just after 8 o'clock. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather and triple team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
And if you're trying to make your way to Truist Park, 285 northbound, the inner loop over on the west side, we have seen some wet pavement. You're on and off the brakes, leaving I-20, the West Freeway, up through Smyrna Vinings toward Cobb Parkway. 285 westbound, it's slow out of Dunwoody into Sandy Springs and Cobb as you head through Smyrna Vinings. And 75 south in Marietta, also slow, trying to get down to 285 in Truist Park from South Marietta Parkway. Again, just all volume there. It's been a mess through downtown as well, Andrew Seco.
That it has. We did just watch some trouble go off to the shoulder. 7585 at Peachtree Pine Street, exit 249B. Brake lights still in the area, backing you into the East Point area, and we're still looking at the travel advisory, blocking the right lanes. Vehicle fire cleanup, making it really tough. 85 southbound, just south of Georgia 400. That's exit number 87. From the Cool Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. These storms will be slow-moving and efficient rainmakers, so some areas of localized flooding possible through tonight. Lows will be in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, high 95. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-90s and a chance for pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons.
So far, anyway, the rain seems to be staying away from Truist Park, but there is some rain in the area. Some rain right now in the North DeKalb region. Also some heavy rain to the south of Atlanta, also off to the east in Conyers area and around Covington into Barrow County. It is now 88 degrees in Sugar Hill, 84 in East Point, 93 in Emerson. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now, and look who just walked in with his yummy-looking drink over there.
Watermelon water from Bai, Coca-Cola products.
Good stuff. Oh, you have to get in there. Then.
Oh,
are
look
you
at
Jared?
you, Bill.
Mr. Atlanta over there. While he puts in his headphones, let's do this.
It's time for Bill Crane's Brain Drain.
Lot of stories, a lot of political stories. The cabinet members are doing their things. The president's doing his thing. But all anybody wants to talk about is, where's the Epstein list? Bill, do you know where it is?
Well, I would mention that saying there isn't one, the island, the Epstein Island, the FAA requires all civil aviation to file flight manifests, which include the people that are on board the plane.
Okay.
Pilot, riders, passengers, etc. That's for safety reasons. Obviously, the plane goes down, and particularly when you're flying over water, there are more accidents in civil aviation than there are commercial aviation. Those lists exist.
Mm-hmm.
They're not only required to file, but you're leaving the country, so you've got an entry and exit point situation there, depending on which airport you're flying out of. So at least who goes to the island? We've had Robert Kennedy acknowledge he flew more than once.
It was a nice plane.
In Epstein's plane. Now, because you flew in the plane, that doesn't mean you became a pedophile.
Right.
But it gives you a list of who went to the island, and then you also know when they came and when they left, how long they were on the island. And
right.
So I understand
why
they're saying there isn't a list.
Let me interject.
Okay.
When Pam Bondi the Attorney General came out, I guess it was last Monday? Whatever, it doesn't matter.
After showing the briefing books and talking about
Right. But said there's no Epstein list. Now, earlier in the year, she said there's Epstein files, and that's what people are getting confused with. There's files, there's a list. So what people are really thinking is this, and this happened after Diddy as well, that there was some little black book that had all the names and all the devious acts that these men perpetrated on these young women, these teenage women that they were smuggling in from, all over the world, Ukraine, here and there. That list isn't real.
Maybe a client list per se.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Yeah.
sexual acts engaged doesn't exist, but who went on and off the island does exist. Who
Yeah.
went and traveled with him around? I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I don't believe he killed himself. And so in MAGA world, you've got probably the best known in modern times pedophile who maybe or maybe not killed himself in federal pen. An hour of footage of that cell vanishes.
Yeah. Oh, but it's back. We saw it.
We've seen it, yes, but it should never have vanished.
Yeah.
The fake footage that you're talking about, the AI footage that you've seen of him running up and down the hall.
You and George need to talk.
Yeah, we do.
You
Anyway,
already
so
did.
my point is that this is one of those things that has an emotional tug in MAGA world that gets people angry, that gets people upset. Remember all the discussion about the pizza place in New York that Hillary Clinton and they were
Comet Pizza,
eating
right?
children. And
Comet Ping Pong.
Yeah. So you had the president who's going to unveil the Kennedy files, both for JFK and Robert F. K., the Martin Luther King assassination files, and the Epstein files. And
Yes.
suddenly-
Then the King family didn't want things
They
released.
still don't.
Yeah.
And if you've read some of the stuff that I've seen that is unexpurgated, I understand why they still
Yeah. The RFK, I don't think that came out yet, but the JFK stuff came out, and that didn't really lead to any, I don't know, smoking gun. I mean, there was one in
There was
Oswald.
There was an acknowledgement that the CIA was tracking
Oswald
before.
Yeah.
He was the shooter.
But we knew that already.
Right, but we knew a bit more why. So
Mhm.
it's basically transparency. And so when the president ran on that and promised it, and now his own cabinet officers are arguing with each other whether it exists or not, or whether I'm staying or not, this is the kind of harm, and Trump's numbers are down
Mhm.
with his base. That is the shooting someone in Times Square. This
Yes.
is, you shot me. You told me this. You've been telling me this. Pam Bondi told me this.
Oh, Dan
Mr.
Bongino didn't go to work on Friday, and there's still questions as to whether he's going to resign or quit.
I think he will resign.
Yeah, because he made a career off of this, his podcasting career. He gave up.
And he'll make a lot more money going back to podcasting.
Oh, absolutely, he will, especially now. But do you think this is something that'll ever be resolved? What could Trump do to get out of this mess and put it behind him, besides throwing tantrums and writing screeds on Truth Social?
They don't call me from the White House, but if they were asking for advice, I'd say, Mr. President, there's multiple photos of you with Ghislaine Gazelle, whatever, whatever name, Ghislaine Mac, whatever name,
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, Maxwell, and with Jeffrey Epstein.
Sure, but that was
Hang
before
on,
2000.
no. Explain what those were.
Yes.
So caption them, and I was at this fundraising event. We were together in Palm Springs at Mar-a-Lago.
He introduced me to my wife.
Right, and cut paper over, if you will, what already exists in the public domain.
Yes.
And hope,
Yes.
if you're Donald Trump, knowing his predilections, that there is nothing else that exists. The question is there other things that exist? Because one of the things that he was known for, and now I'm talking about Epstein, is videotaping secretively in that island and his home in New York and his home in Miami, everything.
Yes.
So
that's what people want to
that's
see.
what
That's
people
what people
want to see and believe exists.
They talked themselves into thinking they were going to get it.
Well, they were told they were going to get it. They were told that it existed. They were told at different times on the campaign trail that we have it. We're going to hold people accountable and nail people to the wall. And, all these people that Joe Biden pardoned shouldn't have been pardoned. And now Biden's saying,
Say it
I auto-pinned it because there were so many.
Yes. Say that these things do exist.
I don't believe some of them do, but some of them probably
But say
are.
they do.
Yeah.
And he said they were going to do it. Why wouldn't he do it? Who's telling him not to do it?
My guess would be there are people in the administration or major donors, in tech world in particular, kind of known to be on the funny side.
Yeah. On both sides of the aisle,
Yeah.
too.
Yes, Democrats and Republicans who would be exposed. That,
Okay.
including some world leaders. Not just Prince Andrew.
Yeah, he was a
He
sacrificial
was an
lamb.
internationalist. He didn't just travel in the United States.
Sure. And now he can travel again.
Correct.
Because they're not investigating him anymore.
Correct.
But, one thing that falls through the cracks on these types of stories is all the victims. And the victims, of course, being these young women who are no longer young women. Some of them came forward. Some of them came forward and are no longer on the earth.
Some are dead, but they weren't compensated. I mean, the civil suits I think are still pending with some of those women, but I've seen a couple of documentaries about Epstein's trust, Epstein's estate, and Miss Maxwell, and so some of those women did receive some compensation, but their lives were in many cases altered and ruined.
Absolutely. So maybe this is one of those things where it's just better that for the world, in the West in particular, if it doesn't get released.
I don't know that
or
that's
you
the
pull
case.
you rip the scab off.
But you can't run on it's going to be released. I'm transparent. We're going to get it done, and
Yeah,
then
that's
suddenly
true.
it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, look, I would
He's
say
not telling it like it is.
leave
which
it
is-
alone. Quit
yeah.
talking about it.
Yeah, and then also shaming the people that you got to be on your side so hard.
Yeah.
Right? And then it's such a
basically
betrayal,
calling them
I would
imbeciles.
think.
I agree with you, Autumn.
Yeah.
You're turning on your own people. You're turning your cabinet directors against each other. Give out something,
And-
whatever
and when-
whatever
and
you
when
think
ev-
is acceptable, and then hope that stands, but it won't.
Right. And then when everyone is so divided already, and then you're turning against your own people, like that's maybe not the best decision.
Not the smartest thing in the world, but I would never have accused Donald Trump of being the smartest person.
Yeah. if there was a time to I guess not fulfill a campaign promise, it would be now, because you're still in the first year of it. I look back at Biden's presidency, and I think about, and you look back to Obama's presidency, to the
But
Trump.
there are several things he's doing now that aren't consistent.
For sure.
We're not going to be a war country. We're not going to police other countries.
Right.
We're
And
going to reduce government spending. We're going to zero out the deficit. So this is perhaps more visible because of who's screaming and all the podcasters, but it's a series of things where his public acts do not match his rhetoric.
Yes.
Right. And I can understand why a lot of MAGA would be upset about it, but I think that what they're banking on is that going into the next election cycle, whether it ends up being a MAGA candidate that ends up carrying the Republican torch going into 2028 or not, what I think he's banking on is most people aren't going to care about this in the next 2 years. It'll be like, in a weird way, they're
If
not.
peace
they're-
breaks out in Ukraine and Russia, and we don't destroy the economy with the tariffs, everything will be fine.
Right, it'll be forgotten about it. And I
But
think
the 2026 midterms are looming, and that's where the danger is. He loses the House probably pretty easily. He may lose the Senate. Then he can't pass his agenda.
Right, and
Can't run the White House solely on executive orders, as Joe Biden proved.
I think the Biden administration, their biggest moment, their Epstein moment, which again, it was way bigger in my opinion than the Epstein was Afghanistan.
Yeah,
I think
way
they
bigger.
expected a lot of people to forget about it going into the next election cycle. I know that there were several people that did forget about it, but then there were others who were like, oh, I remember
There was
what happened
money
when we
to
pulled
point
out.
out. Yeah, we could have shut down the commercial airport and kept the base open. We did the reverse, and that's why.
Well, now the Taliban is doing advertising videos
Oh,
that go
yeah,
viral,
those are great.
wanting American tourists to go there. Have you seen those?
No, I haven't.
Oh, they're
They've
hilarious.
got a lot of our armaments to carry us around the country.
Yeah, well, I think we might have left them there because they're a little worried about maybe China getting involved. I don't know. So they still have those great weapons if they can figure out how to use them. Alex Williams, we need to check in with him right now. I-75 is a mess between Forest Park and Stockbridge.
Yeah, that's right, Tim. We've had multiple issues on the south side, but a little bit of better news. They finally cleared that Big Rig fire cleanup, 75 northbound, Forest Parkway, exit 237. So hopefully that'll start to thin out the ride out of Morrow. Southbound's cleaning up as well, leaving Morrow into Stockbridge, where crash still works on the right shoulder, 75 south before Highway 138. Stall in the left lane, 285 eastbound, the outer loop. Also on the south side right there at I-75, it's slowing you back through the airport tunnels. Checking the rest of the ride around 285, it's Andrew Seco.
Circle in the city, finding some trouble in the left lane by the airport. 285 east, the outer loop at I-75, exit 58. Starting to crowd in, backing into Riverdale Road, exit 60. Elsewhere, starting to pack in, leaving Sandy Springs on your way towards the home of the Braves. 285 west, the outer loop. Getting through Smyrna Vinings, and you're still slow all the way down towards I-20. This is sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's pest-free 365 service. To save $50 off your initial pest service, visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
Bugs are everywhere. You need a pest control company that protects the outside and inside of your home. That's Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters.
Breda, Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
A company that has been trusted in Atlanta for over 25 years has already done their hometown homework, like having the very best people, fair, honest pricing, exceptional customer service, and a focus on high-quality work. That's us. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage, Entry Doors, and Windows. Sometimes new isn't better, like out-of-town home improvement companies invading Atlanta with their inflated pricing and subpar work. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 Seasons Garages.
School's out, so traffic is down, but your guard should still be up. Smile and Mark McKay for John Foy and Associates, the Strong Arm. Summer road trips, running errands, and teen drivers could lead to more wrecks. Been hit and hurt? Call the Strong Arm. 0 cost until they win. JohnFoy.com.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
The summer heat will make that crack in your wall expand. You have foundation problems. Dave Baker here. AquaGuard Foundation Solutions will find and fix your issues with a customized plan. Get your free evaluation at aquaguard.net.
AquaGuard. Hi, I'm Brian, your friend and jeweler here at Shane Company. Come on in, feel at home, and let's find your dream engagement ring. I'm proud to work for a company that puts customers first and lets them shop the way they want to. See, we believe shopping for an engagement ring should be fun, without any of the pressure. We don't work on commission, so finding your dream ring is truly on your terms. We'll be right by your side as your friend and jeweler to help you find a ring more beautiful than you imagined and stick to your budget too. We have all of the styles and all of the smiles. You can even watch our in-house jewelers working their magic inside your neighborhood store. It's that kind of care and craftsmanship that makes Shane Company's free lifetime warranty the best in the business, saving you thousands over time and giving you peace of mind. No appointment necessary, or check us out at shaneco.com. Because a friend knows when you're ready, you're ready. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Beaver Direct certified, providing the highest quality vehicles at the very best prices. Every vehicle undergoes rigorous reconditioning with the industry-leading 12-month, 12,000-mile certified warranty. Visit us at beavertoyotacumming.com and see why everyone loves Beaver Direct.
Yeah, so up on CNN right now, Speaker Johnson is calling for transparency on Epstein files. This plays to what you were talking about as far as him wanting to keep control of the House.
Marjorie Taylor Greene and the Freedom Caucus went very vocal this week on this issue.
Yes.
And for him to maintain his speakership, he needs to have control of the Freedom Caucus. But for the Republicans in particularly purple districts to maintain their seats, including a few here in Metro Atlanta, issues like this are not helpful. So,
no.
Yeah, he's going to.
They had a vote yesterday.
He's going to side with the Democrats and say whatever's there, release it.
So yesterday they had a vote, or maybe it was the day before. It had to have been yesterday, and it failed.
Yeah, all the Republicans voted no.
Yeah. So what kind of was that? A committee vote?
Monday is not a heavy business day in the House. The phones have been ringing. The emails have been coming in. The podcasters are stirring it up. They're getting swarmed.
Mm-hmm.
Like bees, and you step on a hive.
Sure.
And they don't tend to react by holding their ground.
This is coming out because he did an interview with Benny Johnson. I guess there's some speculation that Ghislaine Maxwell is looking to be
deposed and testified before Congress.
And he said he supports that. He supports her doing that.
Be entertaining.
It
I'd
would
watch.
be. It'd be very entertaining.
I'd
A lot
watch.
of people are going to lose everything they have. They won't lose their money, of course, but they'll lose.
Well, depends on who and what.
Yeah, but they will lose all credibility that they have, and they're going to be on both sides of the aisle.
Correct.
So, in a way, I can.
I mean, we know Bill Clinton was very close.
I didn't do anything down there.
There's no doubt for the cuisine.
There's no pictures of me in the water with other high.
Who was down there with Podesta's brother?
Yeah,
And
there's
a shot of them in the
blood on
water.
both sides of the aisle.
Yeah,
and
well, you got to let it go. You got to let it go.
I agree.
And if Trump wants to salvage his presidency, and if this Congress wants to keep its power that they have right now, they're going to have to
release it.
Have to. And it'll be a lot of fun. Well, you know,
Better than the Diddy trial. We didn't see any of those videos.
Well, that's because
one of them beating
Comey's
his
daughter. If they had wanted to win the Diddy trial, they could have. I don't think they wanted to win it. It's kind of the same thing. They have video.
He didn't walk, by the way, and I haven't said it on the air, but I did win the bet. And Mr. Von Hessler's giving an extra $1,000.
Oh, that is true. He didn't walk, but he's not going to spend an awful lot of time in jail.
Yeah, he's had enough time in jail, and his hair's gone naturally gray, and he's
Yeah.
done. He's toast as a entrepreneur and a musician.
Well, we talked a little bit earlier in the show about Elon Musk, who just got another sweet government contract for Grok, going to be used by the Department of Defense and then other government agencies. Seems that maybe that the problem that he had, the bro divorce, isn't necessarily real. How real is the America Party? Because Mark Cuban says it's a good idea or a really smart thing
He's
to do.
spending money. I mean, he is doing organizations, the things you would do, identifying independent voters in the states.
Are these swing districts or what?
Well, in the fastest growing identified party, if you will, of American voters is independent. People saying, I'm not a Republican, I'm not a Democrat, is continuing to grow. It's now above 30%. It's been in the 20s. And then some of that's the divide, some of that's dissatisfaction. But a lot of it is people in the center who just don't know which party serves them better.
Sure.
But if you can harness that, that's the challenge. You've got to organize it. You've got to monetize it. You've got to build lists. You've got to, at the precinct level, identify who those voters are. And they're voters typically who jump back and forth, who don't actually vote in a lot of primaries, but when they do, they jump. They might be in a Republican. They might have voted today in the Democratic primary, probably not.
Yeah.
Runoff for Public Service Commissioner, where the turnouts could be in single
How many
digits.
hundreds of people are out voting today?
Hundreds.
Yes.
Literally hundreds in a state of 10 million. And then they'll vote in the Republican primary over a local race, say, in the fall. So in the summertime. So those people that migrate, that don't vote straight ticket, that there's data that shows not who you voted for, but
Right.
when you voted in which election and which primary. So he's building those lists. Whether he uses them for his own purposes or as leverage, I don't think he's done asking the Trump administration. He seems to be giving up on Mars, but he did realize that several of his businesses, not just Tesla, were under assault.
Yeah.
And they needed attention. And he was going to leave anyway in July. So I would say they're now best divorced friends. You know, like
I
if
get
you,
to see
for
the
those of
kid.
you, including me, who've been divorced and had a spouse and who hated my guts for at least 20 years, we're close now with the grandchildren.
Well, at the end of the day, Trump ended up winning. I mean, the big argument was about the big beautiful bill. The big beautiful
he won
bill
the
was
big
passed.
beautiful bill, but those deficit
I lost
numbers
Elon.
are still, he lost Elon's money probably for the 26 midterms. And some members of Congress were going to lose their seats over that. So it may cost him the
I'm
majority.
seeing that Cuban is saying that if he's able to influence 6 to 7 different congressional races, then it could really act as a swing vote to potentially
It could affect
tip
and
the
impact.
House.
We'll talk about that when we come back. We got to
Okay.
go to traffic. It is stacked and packed through downtown.
Yeah, it sure is, Tim. 400 southbound, you hit the brakes around Lenox. 85 south from North Druid Hills. Getting past all that is going to take you over a half hour to make the ride down to I-20. Partly due to this car fire cleanup. The fire's out, but the right lane's still blocked. 85 southbound below Georgia 400. And now we got to hear a unit about to escort a stall off to the right from the right lane. 75, 85 south, right around North Avenue. Northbound delay is still in full force from before University Avenue up past Peachtree, Pine Street. How's the ride on I-20 looking, Andrew Seco?
A little bit better. Have some trouble that just cleared I-20 right at Wesley Chapel, exit 68. Going to see the brake lights thinning out in and out of the area between 285 and the Mall of Stonecrest. Inside the perimeter, a little bit slow westbound as you approach 285. In and out of Lithia Springs, just some scattered brake lights taking you between Thornton Road and the perimeter. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a Reliable Protection Plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB. TE.
Trust is not just a word, it's an experience. When your home needs service, you can trust TE certified electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. TE is the company I trust to fix any problem once and for all. Their 5-star customer experience means easy online scheduling, friendly technicians, and a lifetime workmanship warranty, so I can just sit back and relax.
TE certified, we love your home.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
You know kids will ruin your life, right? Especially if you're a garage door. I mean, babies are adorable, don't get me wrong. But after that adorable phase where they barf and poop on everything, they turn into a cheap garage door's worst nightmare. Whacking tennis balls against the door all day, up and down every time they ride a bike. You dreamy young'uns might have the energy to start a family, but that rusty avocado green aluminum garage door that came with your house is too old for this jazz. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern insulated garage doors are built to stand up to family life. They resist dents, they don't ring like a gong when you whack them with a puck, and they go up and down, super quiet, as many times as your kids change their minds. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll treat you like family.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Hey, it's Belinda Skelton. I was at a barbecue where the bug spray was getting more action than the ketchup bottle. Hey, that wouldn't happen at my house. I use Arrow exterminators. Summer pests like mosquitoes, fire ants, and roaches don't stand a chance. Arrow's team members use effective, environmentally friendly solutions, and they've been family-owned for over 61 years. Call 888-GO-ARROW or visit arrowexterminators.com for your free pest inspection. And don't forget to tell them Belinda sent you.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather, traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Nelson Exteriors. Our top local story, it's happening now. Fans gathering at Truist Park for tonight's All-Star Game.
I just wanted to see what it's like to be here at the All-Star Game.
Braves first baseman Matt Olson is thrilled to be playing in his hometown.
Probably not anything that I'll be able to fully appreciate until, after the fact, maybe down the road at some point. I feel like I'm appreciating it now, but it's one of those things that you got to circle back on.
Ronald Acuna Jr. in the starting lineup for the National League. He'll bat second and play left field. Olson will back up former Brave Freddie Freeman. First pitch just after 8 o'clock tonight. It is 89 degrees in Atlanta. Will fans be dodging storms at the All-Star Game? Well, right now, Storm Tracker radar shows some heavy rain in Barrow County. Also, Forsyth County getting some heavy rain. Newton County seeing some heavy rain and some scattered rain showers in South Fulton as well. Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. The Public Service Commission today approves a 3-year agreement with Georgia Power over their future energy needs. But critics worry customers could pay the price.
The Integrated Resource Plan approved today projects massive increases in energy needs due mainly to so-called large load customers like data centers. Patty Duran, director of the group Georgians for Affordable Energy, says
it is a disaster for the people of Georgia.
Opponents say the projections lack evidence and they fear the cost of ramping up production will be passed on to customers when a current rate freeze expires in 2028. In a statement, Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps to ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
And on the subject of the PSC, it is runoff election day. 2 Democrats facing off in the District 3 race for Public Service Commissioner today.
today. Peter Hubbard and Keisha Waits will face incumbent Republican Fitz Johnson in November. UGA political scientist Charles Bullock says the PSC does make important decisions.
They affect every one of us. They set things, particularly example, our electricity rates come through them.
The polls close at 7 o'clock. A new directive from the governor's office urges state agencies to prepare for impacts from federal cuts. The memo asks agencies to internally prepare thoughtful plans for a state funds holdback. It adds they are monitoring economic trends and policy changes at the national level. The memo also asks agencies to report if they have lost federal grant money. We're hearing the 911 call made in the Atlanta area after some of Beyonce's music was stolen.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there.
Christopher Grant, a choreographer traveling with Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour, reported the incident days before Beyonce's first show in Atlanta last week. He says the thief took his laptop and hard drives containing some of Beyonce's unreleased music. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines will pay out over $8 million to the federal government over claims the airline misused COVID relief money. U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, Teddy Hertzberg, says it comes after a whistleblower accused Delta of violating pay caps for its executives.
Businesses were required to limit compensation paid to executives while those businesses were receiving taxpayer money.
Despite the settlement, Delta maintains the claims are not true. DeKalb County's health centers extend their hours ahead of the start of a new school year.
The 4 health center locations throughout DeKalb County will be open for walk-ins until 7:30 p.m. on a rotating basis. Extended hours begin today at North DeKalb Health Center and continue for the next 3 Tuesdays. DeKalb Public Health says it's mission ready to help parents get their kids ready to launch healthily into the new school year. Families urged to arrive early with longer than usual wait times expected, and make sure to bring your child's immunization card, insurance card, and payment. Cheryl Castro, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 5:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Been watching the rain impact over there on the west side, heading toward or away from the home of the Braves, Bill. 285 and north and southbound. You're on and off the brakes in the wet pavement between I-75 and I-20. 285 westbound, the outer loop. Brake lights find you in Dunwoody from Ashford Dunwoody Road as you travel over towards Sandy Springs and the Truist Park region. 285 east and southbound. It is a slow ride this afternoon from Chamblee Dunwoody Road into Dorville, Tucker, and Clarkston. Not going to find much relief from that brake pedal until you get down past Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. Checking the slow ride through downtown with the help of Andrew Seco.
Brake lights either direction, moving at a snail's pace. 75, 85 north and southbound. You're slow from University Avenue up past I-20 on your way to 17th Street. And some new trouble in the HOV lane just popped up on the Jam Cam. 85 southbound passing North Druid Hills Road, exit 89. Adding to the brake lights that have you jammed all the way down, heading towards I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. These storms will be slow-moving and efficient rainmakers, so some areas of localized flooding possible through tonight. Lows will be in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, high 95. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-90s and a chance for pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons.
Scattered showers on Storm Tracker radar. Some heavy rain right now in Barrow County, also in Forsyth County. Newton County getting some heavy rain, and near the Griffin area, some heavy rain right now as well. Also some rain in the South Fulton area into Coweta County. It is now 82 degrees in Snellville, 86 in Decatur, 92 in Union City. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world. So why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Buford, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Hurt on your bike? Steel Horse Law is the most experienced local law firm to protect your rights.
It's our 20th anniversary at North Georgia Replacement Windows.
and we're celebrating with our biggest sale in company history.
It's Ted and Jonathan. For a limited time, save 25% on beautiful Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows and doors.
Celebrate with us and upgrade your home's energy efficiency, comfort, and curb appeal. Window and door shopping made simple.
Hurry, 25% savings ends July 31st.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, and I'm so excited to invite you to our designer pop-up event July 19th and 20th. Come see extended lines of engagement rings, wedding bands, plus brand new wedding day and fashion jewelry from the top designers in the industry, our good friends at Tacori and Veragio. So don't just look for a ring, find the perfect ring at D. Geller & Son's designer pop-up event July 19th and 20th in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. RSVP online at dgeller.com.
It's officially time for Zero Res's annual summer sale. Take advantage and get 15% off all cleaning services. Mention Chris Chandler to secure this deal today or book online at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zero Res. All they leave is clean.
A little bit more draining our brains with Bill Crane. Jared, what stories are we going to ask him about this time?
A couple of polls here. This first poll is a YouGov poll that shows that Trump has his approval rating plummets to a new low. It's at 39% approval rating. But there's another poll that shows the Democrats are not doing well either. They're at just 40% of their constituents actually approve of how well they are doing as well, too. So, neither side's really bringing people over to their side. That was a new Harris poll, by the way. That the
when were they in the
Democrats-
field? Does it show on when
Kamala Harris did the poll?
Harris poll on one of them.
I did it, Joe.
Good job. I'm not seeing when they actually pulled from it, but man, 40%.
But both parties, as we talked about in the prior segment, are losing to independents. But independents don't have candidates, so
people always end up voting for their incumbent anyway.
The lesser of two evils. So when you have to get back to a general election in the fall, third parties historically, with very few exceptions, the American Independence Party with George Wallace. Ross Perot, I don't even remember what the Concord Coalition was, the organization underneath him, but I don't remember what he called. He ran twice.
Reform Party.
Yeah, he ran twice, and I think the top number was 17%, which cost George Bush the White House, but didn't give Ross Perot the White House.
Right.
And then you've got the Green Party and the Libertarian Party, but they seldom pull more than single digits in all the states they run in. And they're not even on the ballot in every state because there are different ballot thresholds, petition thresholds. So, again, if you put the party together, it's a 50-state exercise. You've got to go by that state's law on how you get on the ballot. You've got to run candidates. You have to pay filing fees. It's an extremely expensive
When you get
process.
a lot of free advertising from the podcasters that are in his
You
world,
would,
the
but
tech
again,
pros.
he's not going to be the candidate. He can't run for president of the United States.
Right.
So who's the candidate? And that's why Mark Cuban is interested. He's talked several times about running for president. It's going to be probably somebody who's self-made in big business who gets on top of that wagon, maybe somebody in the tech sector.
If you're paying attention to what's going on around the country right now, a lot of social media influencers are going to be running for Congress this next time around.
Like Fox News contributors, they're the next.
Yeah, but these people aren't, in their 40s or 50s. These
No,
are
they're
people,
younger.
They're very young, and you see them, and you're like, why would anybody vote for this? But they're going to win, and they're going to get in there, and they're all going to be like
maybe.
Jasmine Crockett.
Again, a congressional seat is about 400,000 to 500,000 people, depending on what part of the country you're in. And, yeah, they have a huge, vast audience of their blog or their podcast, but what do they have in that congressional district?
That's the
true.
question, yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just weird. You see
They'll become the nominees in some cases because
Yeah.
they have the fame and they have the money and they can spend, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to win the election.
Then you worry about people. If you're hoping for a Republican to defeat John Ossoff next year, you don't want that kind of candidate.
No, but Ocasio AOC was a bartender before she ran for Congress. So
Yeah,
I mean,
that's all she ever did prior to that. She
Correct.
didn't work for Kennedy.
I would
or
contend
grow
that she's probably better at that than being a member of Congress.
Yeah, but hey, she keeps getting reelected, and
she'll
her
probably win the
constituents
seat
love
again.
her. Yeah,
She may run for president.
Oh boy,
we might get an Ossoff AOC ticket.
No, you won't.
No, but she's going to be around for a while. Some of her squad, if you will, won't be, but she will be.
Yeah, she has staying power because the
She's
person
telegenic.
she
She comes
replaced-
across well, even if I don't agree with what she
Well,
says.
the guy that she replaced was there for 2 decades or 16
and
years
the
or so.
stank of conspiracy and corruption was heavy on him at the end.
Mm-hmm. Well, what are you going to do? Another story?
The U.S. is imposing a 17% tariff on Mexican tomatoes after withdrawing from the agreement from the tariff agreement.
They're the
Trade
worst
agreement.
tomatoes ever.
About 90% of U.S. tomatoes come out of Mexico. I mean,
They do? Okay,
If you're
no
not growing them in
tariff.
your garden, if you're buying them at a grocery store, chances are pretty good they're coming out of Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
I eat a lot of tomatoes. I like lycopene. It's healthy and helps with cancer. Again, this just doesn't make any sense. The flipping and the flopping, and it's 20%, it's 10%. It looks like we're going to end up probably with a base tariff of 20% on most of our global trading partners. Yes, that generates money for the Treasury. Yes, that helps close the deficit, but there's nowhere that goes but to the consumers
Yeah, absolutely.
eventually.
Yeah, because the reports are coming out today, this week, that inflation is definitely on the rise. Even
Yes.
though, well, gas is low and eggs are low, but everything else.
For the moment. And again, the governor today issuing, Georgia has the highest AAA bond rating in the nation, but he's asking all state agency budgets to be prepared to give them notice of federal and other grants being canceled, and to be mindful and be expecting a reduced budget next year, and the loss of federal monies, which since COVID, about 25% of the total spend of Georgia that's come in has been federal money, grants on top of the state budget. And we won't be losing all of that, but we're losing $500 million in Medicaid alone.
Well, hey, at least there is some good news today, guys. It appears that we've made a trade deal with Indonesia. That's a good thing, right,
Do
Bill?
they have tomatoes?
I don't know what Indonesia's primary export products
I hope
are,
it's
but
tomatoes.
again, we have a strong relationship with Asia-Pac, and there are a number of countries that are actually making deals with China, even though they say they are going to try to stop this, where China trades and exports to Vietnam or Indonesia, and then Indonesia is officially the importer, so that you get around the tariff.
Okay.
I think we're going to see a lot of that.
Apparently, their top exports, by the way, for those playing along at home, palm oil, furniture, rubber, textiles, and electronics.
Oh, we need all those things.
Palm oil? Okay.
Yeah. Palm oil.
It's
that's
not what
in a
it
lot of
sounds
stuff.
like.
No,
Yeah.
well, you
Yeah.
can make that in your
If
sink.
anybody, I mean, it's just it's so strange what we focus on, because not only are we getting around, in Maryland, right? They don't give us any paper or plastic bags. You have to, sometimes you're not offered a paper bag at all. Or you're charged 10 cents for a paper one, and you have to go get one.
At the grocery store?
So you
At
carry
the
your
grocery-
bags in, Autumn?
Anywhere, yeah, and you have to
me
bring in
too.
your own bags.
Here.
And that alone is something about, using less plastic, but then we're using paper, so what's the difference?
Like the
And then
debate over straws. and whether
Yeah.
they're
Right,
paper or
yeah. And then all of this too, I mean, we're moving things around different countries, shipping them this way and that way to get rid of tariffs. Aren't we just wasting fuel and energy and
Well,
money?
a
and-
lot of the ships that actually do the importing, those big box cargo ships, are flagged in different countries. So basically, it's about what the ship comes in to port and where it's flagged in terms of where the port's going to identify where it's coming from. They're under Panama's flag. They're under Singapore has a huge fleet. China has the largest. And so, yeah, a lot of it is smoke and mirrors and kind of a shell game. But the intent is
I see. So
having
they
an
can just
effect
say,
of
like,
causing
these
some
are-
of those countries and some of those industries to say, I can't handle 20% on top of wholesale cost. I'll just build the plant and do it in the United States. That's what Trump is trying to
that's
get at.
definitely the intention.
As
But
well as
that's,
the
but
bargaining
that's
chip in
also
other areas.
insane.
Yeah.
Because all of the machinery
It's-
that you might need for those
And communities
plants, where are
don't
they
want a lot
coming
of the
from?
factories. They don't even want the data centers. So the days of us having smokestacks everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not
and
going to be that
labor.
kind,
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to be that kind of factory, but I do think that just knowing from Trump's background and art of the deal and stuff, everyone assumes that the idea is to bring all the production back to the U.S. I think the intention is
ever going to happen.
It won't happen. So
Can't
his intent is to
Unless
bring.
we go back into the dark ages and have no electricity and no grid. And
Well, I'm
regulation.
thinking of part-time. I'm going to start picking lettuce and stuff. Just to pick up a little extra money.
I think autumn gardens, I've got to bring mine back.
There you go.
But there's nothing better than fresh vegetables out of your own garden.
Yeah.
But it does take
That's
time,
true,
and it
and-
takes money, and you got to do a lot of weeding, and the heat has been extremely intense this summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get lucky and you grow like, here's my tiny tomato I
Yeah,
grew.
so we have,
Here's a tiny pepper.
We have hundreds of tomatoes in our garden, and that's a good thing. But I don't like tomatoes.
Oh, nice.
Alex Williams
I'll take
says you can have them. Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-85 in Norcross.
Yeah, it's 85 southbound, right at Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. Thanks to our first responders, we were quickly able to move it to the left shoulder, but nonetheless, it is a jammed ride leaving Highway 316. 85 northbound brake lights start inside the perimeter from Shallowford Road, exit 93, and it stays pretty heavy up to Indian Trail Road, exit 101. Georgia 400 northbound, watching that brake light battle this afternoon in Sandy Springs from 285 up toward Northridge. Then you'll slow again through Alpharetta from Haynesbridge Road up to Windward Parkway. How's I-75 looking to and from from Truist Park, Andrew Seco.
Moving a little bit slow either direction, 75 north and south. Some scattered brake lights taking you from the heart of Marietta, South Marietta Parkway, down towards 285, exit 259. Starting to pack in right around the ballpark, though. Slowing as you merge 75 south onto 285, as well as the service streets around the ballpark. Windy Ridge Parkway, Highway 41, and Circle 75 Parkway. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The 25th annual WSB Carathon right around the corner, and we want to thank our friends over at Sudlow Concrete.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
For their contribution and continued support for the kids at the Aflac Cancer and Blood Disorders Center at Children's.
Thank you for all your support.
You can donate right now at WSBradio.com/Carathon.
Won't you please donate?
Summer is here, so if you're thinking about selling your home, now is the time. With Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed offer, you can sell your home quickly and for maximum value. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. You can skip all the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home quickly without the stress of showings, open houses, or costly repairs. Mark Spain Real Estate's guaranteed all-cash offer allows you to sell your home in as little as 21 days and move when you're ready. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Hey folks, Dave Baker here with a quick tip. When it comes to garage doors, longevity matters. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta has been serving Atlanta homeowners since 1935. That's 90 years of doing it right, day after day, door after door. Sure, new companies pop up claiming to be number one, but for real trust and experience, there's only one original overhead door, the one with the red ribbon on the trucks. Longevity matters. Quality matters. Call 404-USA-DOOR or visit overheaddooratlanta.com.
Men, are you having problems performing in the bedroom? Do pills like Viagra and Cialis leave you feeling frustrated? Well, now there's new hope for men who suffer from ED and PE problems. Meet Dr. Katz, a specialist in men's health.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Katz with Choice Men's Health. Regardless of your age or medical condition, Choice Men's Health can safely restore your sexual potency. Our customized solutions can eliminate your problem in just one visit. There's no pain, no surgery, and it's affordable.
Guys, don't let the anxiety over your performance get you down. We can get you back in the game. Call Choice Men's Health today to find out how you can eliminate ED on the very first visit. Call 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Some things get better with age, but not your home siding and windows. If your house is showing its age and needs a facelift, it's only going to get worse. New siding and windows are the perfect fix. Dave Baker here for my siding and window experts, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson Exteriors, you choose the window that's right for your home and budget from many top-rated manufacturers like Anderson and MI. And Nelson is a licensed and insured James Hardie Elite Preferred Siding contractor. For unmatched quality and craftsmanship, Google Nelson Exteriors.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50 and tired of your wireless bill getting higher and higher, there are 4 things to consider. 1, how much data are you really using? As we get older, we use less data on our wireless phone, but you're probably still paying for an unlimited plan that was designed for 20-somethings. 2, if you see Get a Phone on Us, get your sneakers out and run the other way. No one is giving you a free phone. You are paying for that phone over time with an overpriced rate plan and a long-term commitment. 3, check the fine print on that $15 a month plan. It's probably an intro price that'll double or triple later. You might even have to pay for several months of service up front. Number 4, be aware of cable company wireless plans. Most of your usage will be on Wi-Fi instead of 5G, and your calls and battery life could suffer. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide service without the big wireless bill. Our plans start at just $20 a month.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
Bill Crane Do you still read Reader's Digest? Is it still a thing? We were talking about
It
it.
still
during the break.
exists, but I haven't seen it in hard copy.
Laughter is the best medicine.
Yeah, I remember Laughter is the best medicine. It pays to enrich your word power. I got paid a couple times for one was a new way to mingle, become bilingual.
Well, that was a different time. You
Yes,
couldn't take your
it was.
toilet.
Yes, it
You couldn't take your phone into the toilet with you, but you could read Reader's Digest.
I just have a long cord if you take your phone.
We had
with you.
Time magazine and people at our house that was served that purpose.
Well, at my grandparents, I had Reader's
Reader's
Digest,
Digest,
National
National
Geographic,
Geographic,
but at my mom's it was Star.
Smithsonian.
Yeah, we didn't have that. Star Magazine, National Enquirer, TV Guide, and People.
Good reading
I-
material.
I read Golf Digest, so I know all about how to swing.
Lucky you.
Oh, there you go.
We have time for one more story. You want to talk about this Scott Bessent talking about Jerome Powell, right?
Yeah,
Jared?
he confirmed that the formal process has begun to identify a successor for Jerome Powell. I mean, Trump again yesterday, just going off. He was
I
talking.
will remind our listeners, Donald Trump appointed Jerome Powell,
Right.
just in case you don't remember.
Right. And now with inflation going up, I believe, Tim, you brought this up in the last segment here. It doesn't look like there's a reason to bring the interest rates down because he keeps saying, oh, if you bring it down by this much, it's X amount of money. You bring it down by 2 points, it's even more money. Bring it down by 3 points, it's even more money.
Yeah, you could zero out interest rates. It's not going to deal with. And again, when the prime interest rate is dropped, doesn't mean all the other interest rates follow. So homeowner interest rates, with the market we have, capital interest rates to make home improvements, do corporations, that's better dealt with the tax code. And they've just done that. That's all in the big, beautiful bill. Things like a company will now be able, in the first tax year, if they build a new factory, to write all of that off at once, as opposed to over the life of the factory, 20, 30 years. Big, significant tax cuts. And
Does
they've
that
dealt-
mean people are going to be building factories?
not just factories, but like a mall or
Yeah.
office building. Yeah, I think you will see a pickup in investment. But as interest rates are still for that kind of construction, high single, low double digits, the market's going to, and then the job market. I mean, the federal government is cutting loose in Georgia 260,000 square feet of leased space. That's a chunk.
What are they going to do with it?
Like the CDC building in Chamblee has been vacated.
Uh-huh.
It's a nice, huge piece of real estate at the end of PDK's airport. It's empty now.
It's vacant?
Yeah.
Oh, I
It will
didn't know
be.
that.
They're in the process of emptying it out, and it will be either sold or another federal agency could be located into that building. But again,
What about mixed use?
Yeah, exactly. You could put some nice little coffee
Donald
shop on the
Trump
bottom.
is a real estate developer. I'll say the real estate folks did well with the big, beautiful bill.
Okay. Wow. I didn't know that. I mean, I guess a lot of people don't know that.
There's a lot of things when you read the 963 pages to be yet revealed, like
Have you
the
read
Epstein
it?
files. I have not read all of it. I've read pieces that were shared with me and forwarded to me by people like, look at this.
Like, look at this. Like, this is awful.
Like, sweet. Like, go buy an office building.
Oh,
Go,
okay.
write it all off. I mean, I've been myself looking at a building in Scottsdale. It's a former rail depot.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm about $100,000 off on the price tag with the owner. But there's a lot more reason now to buy it this year because it would be fully deductible.
could get lower interest rates. Maybe you could help me get rid of Powell. Why would he pick a guy like Powell? He was obviously told to pick Powell. He didn't go do all the research.
Well, I mean, along with the judicial appointments, he had a lot of advice in his first term. Some of it came from Mitch McConnell in the U.S. Senate, but there were, I'm sure, people on Wall Street and financial advisors, including Scott, his Treasury Secretary, that he consulted. And Jerome Powell's not done a bad job as head of the Fed.
Yeah. If you were to drop interest rates to zero, the prices would explode on the front end of things. Like homes would go and property would go out the roof. Everything would go up in price. Like that's what people don't seem to understand is that even though you pay less in the loan.
You use inflation as a tool. It does not, or the interest rates as a tool. It's one of many. And the Federal Reserve with a wand cannot stop inflation.
Bill Crane, where can people find you if they would like to?
CSICrane.com, One Man's
I was
Opinion.
interrupting you. Go
Sorry.
ahead. Start over again.
CSICrane.com, One Man's Opinion. And on Muck Rack, if you're familiar, you can look at an archive of my columns dating back about 5 or 6 years.
Thank you. I always feel smarter when you leave here. Alex Jones is checking the ride around 285.
Yeah, brake lights 285 westbound, the outer loop making the trek over to Truist Park from Georgia 400. You're slow on and off the brakes the whole way over to I-75. A lot of that pressure trying to ramp onto Cobb Parkway. You stay slow past there where it had been raining from South Atlanta Road down to I-20. And out of into Cobb County, budget about 25 minutes to travel 285 east and southbound from Georgia 400 about around to where the brake lights start to shake out at Memorial Drive. Checking the south side of town with the help of Andrew Seco.
Got a little bit of volume, 75 north and southbound by the airport. Seeing the brake lights taking you from Highway 41 down towards Terra Boulevard. It's also Highway 41 northbound. A little bit of slow spot leaving McDonough up towards Stockbridge, and a little bit of striping 675 south, leaving 285 on your way down towards Highway 23, exit number 2. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Joel, it's Eric. I know some of you are concerned about tariff prices impacting things in your lives, including kitchen remodels. Well, listen to this. You can book an appointment this month with Frugal Kitchens and get the Frugal Price Lock. They will lock you into pre-tariff prices. All you got to do is Google Frugal Kitchens for details, and they're offering 0% financing. You want your kitchen remodeled. You want to add value to your home. You're worried about tariffs. Here's your opportunity. Google Frugal Kitchens. Start that kitchen redesign today.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Save big on 6-packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or Canada Dry. Right now, select varieties are only $2.99 each with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Pro athletes and attorneys count on George Stein, the DUI lawyer. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. George Stein has been a personal and professional friend for decades. He literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. I trust him, and you can too. GeorgeStein.com.
You know kids will ruin your life, right? Especially if you're a garage door. I mean, babies are adorable, don't get me wrong. But after that adorable phase where they barf and poop on everything, they turn into a cheap garage door's worst nightmare. Whacking tennis balls against the door all day, up and down every time they ride a bike. You dreamy young'uns might have the energy to start a family, but that rusty avocado green aluminum garage door that came with your house is too old for this jazz. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. Modern, insulated garage doors are built to stand up to family life. They resist dents, they don't ring like a gong when you whack them with a puck, and they go up and down, super quiet, as many times as your kids change their minds. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll treat you like family.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
Dave Baker for Beaver Toyota of Cumming. Looking for a new truck and looking for a great deal? Simply go to beavertoyotacumming.com/Dave's Deals and save money on a new Toyota Tundra. The Toyota Tundra from Beaver Toyota of Cumming is the official truck of the Home Fix-It Show.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top local story, Georgia prepares for the potential impact from federal funding cuts. There's a new directive today from the governor's office to state agencies.
The memo from the Governor's Office of Planning and Budget says that current revenue projections are sufficient to meet spending requirements, but that agencies need to develop plans if conditions were to change. Agencies are also instructed to report if they lost federal grant funding, and the memo makes clear agencies shouldn't expect the state will fill in the gap. Some Democratic lawmakers have called for a special session to address funding challenges, but the Governor's Office says there are no plans for a special session. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
91 degrees in Atlanta, but there are some scattered strong storms around the metro area at this hour. That includes a strong thunderstorm impacting western Forsyth and North Fulton counties. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Atlanta-based Delta Airlines will pay out more than $8 million to settle claims it misspent COVID relief money.
The payroll support program was created in 2020 to help airlines and other businesses stay afloat during the pandemic. Teddy Hertzberg, U.S. Attorney for the Northern District of Georgia, says there was one big requirement: recipients had to implement salary caps on executives.
Delta allegedly did not do that, and because it violated the agreement,
to limit compensation while it was receiving taxpayer money to stay afloat. A lawsuit was filed.
Delta says in a statement it still believes the claims are without merit. Austin Eller, 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta police released the 911 call reporting the theft of Beyonce's music.
They have my computers, and it's really, really important information in there. Like, I work with someone who's like of a high status.
Beyonce's choreographer and one of her dancers had several items stolen from a rental vehicle parked near the Krog Street Market days before Beyonce's first show in Atlanta last week. Among the items taken was a yet-to-be-released music. So far, no arrests have been made. A woman is dead, her husband facing charges after a shooting in Cherokee County. The sheriff's office says 47-year-old Kelvin Williams is accused of shooting and killing 48-year-old Tanisha Williams at a home on Daventry Crossing. Investigators believe the man tried to shoot his 16-year-old stepson before shooting his wife. The teen and another child in the home are not injured. Ground is broken today on a new affordable housing development in Atlanta.
So Sylvan Hills 2 will bring 233 new affordable family apartment homes to Southwest Atlanta.
Dr. Alan Ferguson with Atlanta Housing says they expect the first units in the development to be available by late 2026. It is All-Star Night in Atlanta. The biggest names in baseball will hit the field at Truist Park just after 8 o'clock. Aaron Judge of the Yankees looking forward to playing in Atlanta.
It's always a fun atmosphere. The crowd's electric. I feel like the ball flies here a little bit.
The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. will play left field and bat second for the National League. Matt Olson will come off the bench. The American League has dominated recently, winning 10 of the last 11 Midsummer Classics. With anti-Semitism on the rise, a scholar from Sandy Springs returns from Europe with timely stories.
Judy Shankup of the Georgia Holocaust Commission is one of 12 teachers to participate in a Holocaust study program that took her to Europe. She says while most associate the tragedy with Germany, Denmark's story hit her hard.
It was a collective rescue of the Danish people, getting Jews on fishing boats that were and taking them over to Sweden.
Denmark saved the lives of 7,000 Jews, she says, by thinking of them as fellow countrymen and not considering their religion. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
3 Marietta schools may soon add vape detectors. Superintendent Dr. Grant Rivera recommends to the school board purchasing the Halo vape detection systems at a cost of nearly $42,000. The Halos would be used at Marietta High School, Marietta Middle School, and the Woods Wilkins campus at Lemon Street. The school board is scheduled to discuss this at its meeting that's underway now. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. But right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather and triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Heads up if you're heading out of Kennesaw through Marietta on I-75 South, maybe heading down to Truist Park in the All-Star Game. Got a stalled tractor trailer in the second right lane, 75 southbound North Marietta Parkway, exit number 265. 75 southbound past that, you're on and off the brakes in the right lanes out of Marietta, trying to make that trek down toward Windy Hill. Those exits that take you to Truist Park. 75 northbound just sluggish through Northwest Atlanta, trying to make the ride up past Cumberland Boulevard and 285. And 85 north out of DeKalb and Gwinnett, on and off the brake pedal from Shallowford Road up toward Indian Trail. Southbound still got that crash working on the narrow left shoulder. 85 southbound at Beaver Ruin Road, exit 102. At times they're blocking that HOT lane. There are plenty of brake lights through downtown, Andrew Seco.
Plenty there are. Jammed either direction, 75, 85 north and southbound. Brake lights leaving East Point, taking you all the way up towards 17th Street. Southbound, we're spilling out onto 75 and 85 proper, jammed all the way down towards I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. These storms will be slow-moving and efficient rainmakers, so some areas of localized flooding possible through tonight. Lows will be in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, high 95. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-90s and a chance for pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoons.
Storm tracker radar shows some scattered heavy rain showers around the metro area at this hour, but right now, luckily, nothing at Truist Park. It is 85 in Norcross, 86 in Mableton, 88 in College Park. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. You made it. Here we are. Alex Jones is not doing our traffic. Alex Williams is doing our traffic. I thought I'd put that out there just in case.
And on the 285, the aliens have landed. So
Try to use surface. Anyway, buy Super Beta Prostate.
Yeah, is that the product I need in order to get around 285? Is this?
If you're on your look, folks, if you're sitting down right now, I got to tell you, there's breaking news. I mean, we have got to find out why this Epstein list is not. I mean, I think it's all Trump. I mean, I know Trump's doing what he's got to do, and but the traffic's bad.
What are we doing here? Oh, I know what we're doing here. Let's do this.
Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, aliens, dinosaurs, the mud flood, chemtrails,
What do you think tap water is?
fluoride.
I think fluoride is a poison.
They turn the friggin' frogs gay.
It's the Conspiracy News Desk with our resident conspiracy theorist, George Clark.
You know what it was, Tim, is you were just so excited to get to the Conspiracy News Desk. That's why you referred to Alex Williams as Alex Jones, because you knew it was coming up here in hour 4. That's what it was.
No, I just think about Alex Jones all the time. I did it yesterday, but I corrected myself. I went Alex Williams. I don't know why.
It's that methylene blue kicking around your brain.
Well, I do put that in all my water. You know, they caught me on an airplane putting the industrial dye.
Would you put dye in your water?
No,
Methylene blue?
Supposedly it dyes your brain blue.
Yeah, I don't.
It's very strange. This is new product that Alex Jones is pushing. It's like cognitive, ramps your cognition.
Yeah,
or
well,
whatever.
if you mention it once and you have TikTok open, you'll see 1,000 videos of it.
Oh, boy.
It's the
Dang
latest
it.
Supplement.
Yeah, it's an industrial fabric dye. And RFK Jr., there's a photo of him. He's on an airplane or something. He's putting drops of it in his water.
They like to show him with that, like, what looks like a Zen in the corner of his mouth, too. Like you know, those Zen, like, nicotine pouches.
Which
They're
one,
like,
Alex Jones or
RFK Jr.?
RFK Jr.
You see him with, like, it's up, but it's instead, like, you put the Zen kind of in the bottom part of your mouth. You put this thing is, like, in the top
Well, he must have been a
right-hand
smoker at one point in his life, but that can't be good for, the
He's in
vocal
recovery,
cords.
and you know those people, they love their nicotine.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, hey, got to have something.
Yeah, exactly, right? So we are doing the Conspiracy News Desk. We've got headlines here. On our first headline, MSNBC.com, on Jeffrey Epstein, Trump, we've talked a lot about it, but, Trump's got his own conspiracies. Trump rolls out a new conspiracy theory about the conspiracy theory.
All right. So it's conspiracy theories all the way down.
Yes.
What is the
Turtles
latest?
all the way down. So the latest, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, but he's doubled down today. He is telling us that the Epstein files were made up by Dirty Clinton and Comey and Barack Obama. And that's who's behind these things, and that's why we need to just get them out of our MAGA heads.
We got a little sound of that, too.
No, she's given us just a very quick briefing, and in terms of the credibility of the different things that they've seen, and I would say that, these files were made up by Comey, they were made up by Obama, they were made up by the Biden, we
Biden
went
what?
through years of that with the Russia hoax, with all of the different things that we had to go through. We've gone through years of it, but she's handled it very well, and it's going to be up to her. Whatever she thinks is credible, she should release, yeah.
Don't forget the laptop rebel, and the Russia, the laptop rebel, and the Russia.
So he's blaming it. What did Obama have to do with it? The guy was arrested. I know. The guy was first arrested when Bush was president, right? And he did a little bit of time, got a really good sweetheart deal. You never heard a thing about him during Obama's presidency. Nothing at all.
Obama was running Biden, though.
Yeah. That's not a thing about Epstein at all for those 8 years. And then after, the journalist wrote the article about him in 2017. He gets put through, he gets indicted, he gets arrested or whatever.
Yeah.
Then a couple months after that, he's done. He hangs himself.
Okay, I vaguely remember that. And then, so just getting back to this, but show us the correspondence that's leading you to believe that this is what the case.
No, we're not going to do that. I mean, Pam Bondi is beautiful. Look at her. Look how beautiful she is. She's in her 60s. She looks like she's 40. She's so good looking. She's beautiful. Nobody cares, George. It's just, she's great.
Trust the plan.
I picked her. That means she's great. I also picked Jerome Powell. But, time, ticks away. And you hate people that you used to
Jerome
love.
Powell's just a big knucklehead.
Well, he's a
isn't he?
knucklehead. And, in 2 years or maybe a month, I don't know, I'll hate Pam Bondi, and then we'll get rid of her. And Kash Patel will be the Attorney General, maybe. I don't know.
Scott.
It just makes this more weirder and weirder and weirder.
It's so weird, and I do think that given, Bill Crane talked about it. If they're going to really pressure Congress to do something about it, have a
Well, the
hearing
fact that
or
there's a
two.
split now, you got Mike Johnson now saying that he wants it out there. So I don't know if it's this game where it's like, let's play to these constituents that do want it out there, and then have the president on one side. I mean, it's
makes me think they're going to bring Ghislaine Maxwell up, and she's not going to say much or anything at all, and they'll kind of just say, "Hey, we told you, there's nothing here." Again.
Well, if they go through all the trouble to get her out, there'll be a deal for her to get out of jail.
Right,
but
so
she has to make that deal with the federal prosecutors who put her in prison, and she'll have to work it out with the attorneys and the judges and all of that stuff. But I do think that in reality, we're never going to hear anything. Nothing's going to come out of this, and in a couple of weeks, nobody will remember except for the podcasters.
Yeah, I'll remember. That's for sure.
Well, that's
That's
true.
right. Well, you're our resident
Do you have a
conspiracy
podcast?
theorist.
I'll start one just to,
There you
so
go.
Nobody ever forgets.
Make
I'll
sure you
call
get it on YouTube. 'Cause-
Epstein Files podcast.
Yes, there you go.
So our next headline comes from The Hill. Zeldin is the environmental protection.
Lee
agency.
Zeldin, who ran for New York State governor a
Yeah,
couple
he's
years
the
ago.
EPA administrator. He says people have legitimate questions about chemtrails, and the EPA has launched a web page to combat conspiracy. So this is referencing to there's contrails and there's chemtrails. So they've put a page up on the EPA website that, because a lot of people say chemtrails, they're being sprayed out of airplanes, and those are the ones that stick around, and you see that they're kind of in a grid pattern over your city.
Yeah, that's
and
right. They block the sunlight, and they also poison us with fluorine, not fluoride, but fluorine, and that's what they do with that stuff, and that's why they keep us docile, and they block your third or fourth eye, your fifth eye too.
This conspiracy theorists, you see these clouds that interlace above their cities, and they say that's chemtrails, that's not contrails, that's chemtrails. So the EPA has released an information webpage about contrails, saying that they can stick around for a long time, and that jets do leave them in a grid-like pattern above cities all the time, and this is completely normal. Go back to your business and forget about the Epstein.
So they're basically crapping on something that RFK Jr. believes in, because he believes in the chemtrails.
He does, and he even went so far as to say that he believes that DARPA's behind it recently. But Lee Zeldin is making us informed about.
Say what you
contrails.
want about RFK. When it comes to the stuff that he's actually doing that's not conspiracy related, this Maha stuff, he is getting a lot of these food companies to change things. When a story,
I think that's really good.
Yeah, me too.
It's awesome. Yeah. I mean, why wouldn't we want our food to be healthier and full of less, chemicals and petroleum?
You can be a loon. You can be a loon and shove Zyn up your lips or whatever. I don't care. But he has the latest story is that the ice cream companies, major ice cream companies, are going to stop using dyes.
Yeah, like Haagen-Dazs, for example.
Yeah. So that's
As
good.
they should. Why? Why is it there? Is it because it's cheaper?
Absolutely, it's because it's cheaper.
Cool. Great. That's great for us.
And
Thank you for that.
there's a lot of byproducts from petroleum, and they use it in everything.
So do they get that maybe like a deal from?
Yeah, it's super cheap. Yeah, it's cheap stuff, and it can be
Yeah,
product
so I
processed
guess
into clothing or a bunch of different stuff.
Yeah.
So I guess they use that, and then the petroleum whatever lobbyists would say, "Don't make a regulation against this, and we'll give you money."
It's a lot about corn. Like you make that ethanol.
Oh, yeah.
They make ethanol from corn, and they have all these fields growing corn when they could grow, I don't know, tomatoes.
Yeah, all kinds of different
tomatoes,
all
full
kinds
cream.
of different crops that we need. There is an interesting TikTok theory going on out there with the reason why millennials and Gen Xers look so young, and that's because we've been eating these processed foods and these dyes for so long that it's actually it's preserving us.
I look in the mirror, and I've been eating that food as long as they have, so that's not true.
Tim, you look good for your age, man.
Yeah, but I don't look young. For your age.
You do. You look good. There's so many people that are.
We've seen you. You're getting fit, going to the gym.
Oh, well,
working
yeah.
out.
Okay, continue to puff me up. What I'm trying to tell you is that we have too much corn growing for ethanol, and we could be growing our own tomatoes. But that is true. There's a lot of land wasted for stupid things like gas made out of corn. Just use oil.
Well, that's the best thing for the environment as well. I mean,
There's no free lunch.
There is no free lunch.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
people forget if you switch over to electric and stuff like that. I mean, it's just going to burn more energy at the power plant.
Yeah, now that's why we need nuclear.
Not if you're using nukes.
Hey, Alex Jones is checking the. Oh, here we go again. Alex Williams is checking the delays around Truist Park.
Yeah, we've been watching some of those buses with police escorts making their way down 85 and up 75 north heading toward Truist Park. 75 northbound, it's only going to be a slight tap of the brakes through northwest Atlanta from just north of Howell Mill Road as you make your way up toward Mount Perrin Road. 285 westbound, that's also on and off the brakes right around I-75, but the heaviest part of it is heading westbound from Georgia 400 over to Riverside Drive in Sandy Springs. 285 northbound, the inner loop on the west side, you're on and off the brake pedal the whole way from Highway 166 Langford Parkway as you make your way up to where it had rained before, and then breaks free right around South Cobb Drive, exit 15. New trouble on 285 into Cab County, Andrew Seco.
Seeing flashing lights in the right lane of the Jam Cam, 285 east, the outer loop at Boulder Crest Road, exit 51. It's a crash. Starting to see the brake lights taking you as you leave Hartsfield Jackson. No need for an alternate, just a quick tap of the brakes as you approach I-20. This sport's sponsored by Peach Pass and the new Peach Pass Go mobile app. The Peach Pass Go mobile app helps you get there faster with new and improved features and more coming soon. Download the new Peach Pass Go mobile app today at peachpass.com. From the Cool Lake Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in two left lanes.
Depend on us. Some delays if they shut that ramp down.
Make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. It's Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home, and boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 five-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Cancer upends your life. We're doing all we can to change that. At Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University, we're reimagining the care experience to ease the burden of cancer. With experts in your cancer and the research, trials, and treatments you can only get here. All so you can focus on what matters most, the best chance of living a full life. Winship Cancer Institute of Emory University. Cancer care designed around you and your life. EmoryHealthcare.org/Winship.
This upcoming health tip is brought to you by Kroger Pharmacy. During allergy season, your clothing and hair could be covered with pollen. So when you get home, it's not a bad idea to change your clothes and toss them in the laundry. You could also take a shower to rinse off any allergen left on your skin or in your hair. Your neighborhood Kroger Pharmacy is happy to welcome back Express Scripts, Medicare D, and TRICARE Department of Defense Plan members. It's easy to transfer prescriptions at Kroger.com/pay-or-update. See your Kroger Pharmacy for details.
Here's what you'll get at Wolfpan European Auto Repair in Roswell. Honest pricing, factory-trained certified technicians, and real car lovers working on your Porsche, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz. Just search Wolfpan Auto Repair and see the difference.
Speeding while driving gives you less time to react. Another car could turn out in front of you. A pedestrian could be walking their dog. Follow the speed limit to keep them safe. Speeding catches up with you. Paid for by NHTSA.
George, we are doing Conspiracy News Desk, and I'll try to remember to say Alex's last name properly. What's the next conspiracy?
So this is from the Daily Beast, and they're saying Biden calls BS on liar Trump's auto pen conspiracy theory.
It's a bunch of BS. Hey, look. Come on, man. I did use it.
Yeah.
I don't know who I pardoned, but hey.
So yeah, they're citing the a New York Times article from earlier this week, or I guess this past weekend, where Biden shut down President Donald Trump's claims that his presidential aides were secretly running the show via AutoPen. But he confirmed, he said, I made every single one of those decisions. I understand why Trump would think that, because obviously I guess he doesn't focus much anyway. So yes, I made every decision. So he said he's making every decision, but he in turn confirmed that all of these were done with an AutoPen by aides.
He'd also confirmed the other day by saying,
I don't know all of them.
He did say that.
He said that as well?
Yeah, he didn't say it, but there was a report.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So then that's how it kind of everybody seemed to read that article. Is like, okay, I mean, you're saying it's BS, but you're telling us, and that's when
BS that I use an auto pen when they use the auto pen.
Rand Paul said that he wants to bring those aides into Congress or to the Senate, and
Well, when they do that, it costs a lot of money. It takes a lot of time. And then at the end of the day, they never have anything come out of it. You remember, if anybody paid attention, Trey Gowdy had all these hearings about Hillary Clinton, and he was a superstar.
That's right.
Rowdy Gowdy, and he blah, 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 and nothing ever happened. Not a thing, except for it elevated him.
Yeah.
And then he went off to be a ski dude again, because that's what he really was, a ski dude.
So even if nothing ever comes out of it, it is interesting that we now know that Biden.
Oh, yeah, he did admit that he used an auto pen.
This cognitive issues and might have been manipulated into confirming all of these pardons and stuff. He's confirmed the conspiracy theory, quote unquote.
Well, he used that pen. It's terrible. He used the pen, the auto pen. I sign every single one of them except the one I use the auto pen on. But I know what it's doing.
Yeah, I think if there's one distinct difference between the Biden administration and the Trump administration, a lot of it has been a continuation of the status quo. But if there is one thing, we definitely know that you're signing things. We know, we know where the general idea of things are coming from, Mr. President.
I don't believe that Biden knew a lot of the people that he pardoned the last week he was in office, because there were some real bad people that got pardoned, like people that the Chinese spies and things like that, and then they're all let go.
Yeah, and of course everybody's saying, "Oh, now Fauci needs to go to jail," and the blah blah blah.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Autumn just said, and his son, and I get that, but I also get why he pardoned his son, because it's his son.
I get why he did it too, but I think when you are in a position like the president, then you're held to a higher standard.
I agree with
and if
that.
your son is guilty, then he's guilty. And just because he's your son of the president does not mean he gets special treatment.
And you're right. And we live in this polarized world where if you're a Democrat, you go, oh, it's so great, he loves his son. And if you're a Republican, you're like, oh, he shouldn't have done that. But the reality is, what Autumn just said is the only answer to that.
And
yeah, if heavy is the head that wears the crown. If your
Yeah.
son does something like that, then, you don't get to pardon him just because you have a high position.
And before you did, Joe, you said you weren't going to pardon him.
I got pardon me to do it and what Gilly, man. Shut up, pal.
You said it about 2 months before that. You said you were not going to pardon your son, Hunter.
Look, fat.
Don't call me fat. How dare you?
Stand up. That was my favorite one he ever did.
Oh,
stand up.
Yeah, he was like, hey, come on, pal, stand up. The guy was in a wheelchair.
Whoops.
Don't jump. That old
Stand up, don't jump.
chestnut.
So the conspiracy theorists are not only concerned about the government, they're concerned about the NBA as well.
I saw the story.
Cooper Flagg responds to wild conspiracy theory about why he was selected number 1 in the NBA draft.
Okay, what is the conspiracy theory?
So it looks here, many conspiracy theories surfaced online after Dallas was given the first pick, and they had a mere 1.8% chance of doing so. I don't know how the draft
I don't
works.
either. It's very confusing.
Okay, I can try to explain this here. So number one, so Dallas had some of the lowest odds to get the first pick. They had traded to get this pick by sending a bunch of players over to. They ended up trading Luka Doncic over to the Lakers. The Lakers ended up getting Anthony Davis. Long story short, the first round pick was an unprotected pick that they got. That pick still had low odds to get the first overall. There were several teams that were significantly worse than the Lakers. And the conspiracy is that the NBA decided, well, Dallas is one of our biggest markets.
They traded away their star.
We can't let this market fail. So we need to make sure that they get a star player to get butts in the seats. And I'm not going to lie, with how the NBA works, I kind of put myself like partially in that door a little bit. I thought it was awfully weird they got the first round pick.
So what is he saying about it?
He says he doesn't have any insider information. If that's what you're looking for, I just feel blessed for all the way it all worked.
He knows it was a conspiracy. Right here in Texas, where I live, before I do the traffic report on WSB every day, I got to do the traffic report. And
I don't mean to bring up like something that I don't know a ton about, but isn't there conspiracy theories about the Dallas Mavericks and the fact that they want a casino where they play?
Yeah, there's rumors about that too, but with Cooper, it's not connected with Cooper Flagg. Flagg was clearly, this is one of those
Cooper false flag.
This is what it is. This is one of those rare years where you knew who the first round pick was back in January. You knew it was going to be
Cooper
Cooper
Flagg.
Flagg.
But you didn't really know. It was Cooper Flagg, Cooper false flag. It's not true, Jared.
Alex Williams says it is a slow ride through downtown.
Yeah, not shaking out those brake lights today, especially heading out of Buckhead with 400 South jamming in just before Lennox Road. A lot of that due to that right lane still blocked. 85 southbound below the 400 merge. 75 south, you're stacked up south of Moore's Mill Road. All that trying to make your way. 75, 85 south where the slow ride continues down to I-20. Northbound 75, 85, it's a brake light battle from Highway 166, Langford Parkway. No relief from that till you get up to past Peachtree Pine Street heading into Midtown. With a check of the ride to the northern suburbs, it's Andrew Seco.
Found some new trouble on the jam cam. It's a stalled vehicle in the left lane, 85 north at Sugarloaf Parkway, exit 108. Starting to see the brake lights back into Highway 316, exit number 106. Slow southbound, leaving 316 on your way down towards 285. Brake lights letting you go at Jimmy Carter Boulevard, exit 99. And 400, a little slow on and off, heading northbound out of Sandy Springs. Then another brake light stretch through Alpharetta. From the cool traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage on any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Summer's a time to feel and look your best, but I'm not talking about your abs or your tan. Hey guys, it's Mark Aram here. I'm talking about your hair. Restore that bald spot, reverse your receding hairline, or add volume to thinning during Advanced Hair's once-yearly summer savings event. Advanced Hair's simple one-day treatment begins to regrow your own natural hair the very next day, and they guarantee your new hair will grow. There's absolutely no one in hair restoration I trust more than Advanced Hair. Take advantage of your flexible summer calendar and get the most hair for your dollar. Advanced Hair's summer sales event on for a limited time, so get the details and schedule your free consultation today. 470-660-HAIR. One-day treatment, life-changing results. With Advanced Hair, your new hair is guaranteed to grow. Check out the incredible before and afters and take advantage of their best offer ever. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com. 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
How easy is it to save energy and money in 30 seconds? Let's count the ways. Power down unused devices. Swap out traditional bulbs for LEDs. Adjust your thermostat for the season. Change your air filter. Move furniture away from your vents. And turn off the lights when you leave a room. Georgia Power's more than just your power company. We're your saving sidekick. Get started at georgiapower.com/energy efficiency today. Ready, set, save.
The concert of the year. Paul McCartney, live. Paul McCartney got back. A night of hits. November 2nd and 3rd, State Farm Arena. Tickets on sale Friday, July 18th at paulmccartneygotback.com. Bigger, better, and back in 2025. Paul McCartney.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-2798. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call
800-575-2798. That's 800-575-2798.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's news and talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, it's happening now. Fans are pumped for tonight's All-Star game at Truist Park. Braves manager Brian Snitker is part of the National League's coaching staff.
I'm so excited that I'm going to get to be a part of this here in Atlanta. And like I said, I've had a great time and I haven't even done anything yet.
The Braves' Ronald Acuna Jr. is in the starting lineup for the National League. He'll bat second and play left field. Matt Olson will come off the bench at first base, backing up former Brave Freddie Freeman. First pitch just after 8 o'clock tonight. It is 87 degrees in Atlanta. There is a storm threat this evening. Hopefully the storms stay away from Truist Park. Will this threat continue all week? Atlanta Radio's only Only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. The Public Service Commission greenlights an agreement with Georgia Power over future energy needs, but critics worry customers will pay for it.
The new integrated resource plan forecasts major increases in energy needs, mainly caused by large load customers like data centers. Opponents like Patty Durand with Georgians for Affordable Energy say customers are going to foot the bill for this.
In my opinion, this plan will destabilize the entire Georgia Power grid, not in terms of blackouts, but in terms of affordability.
In a statement, Georgia Power President and CEO Kim Green says the plan helps to ensure they can reliably and economically meet the future energy needs of customers. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
It is runoff election day for two Democrats in the District 3 race for Georgia Public Service Commissioner. Peter Hubbard or Keisha Waits will face incumbent Republican Fitz Johnson in November. UGA political scientist Charles Bullock says the PSC is very low profile, even though they make big decisions.
I suspect most Georgians don't know how many members are on it and probably couldn't name any of the members. So this does not attract people.
The polls close in 30 minutes. Property taxes are going up more than 150% in the city of Austell.
Austell Mayor Ollie Clements says the decision to raise taxes was not a cavalier one. It's to put the city on firm financial footing.
You can't get what you get today for yesterday's dollars. You just can't get it, and everything has gone up around us.
Clemens says the hike is about $600 more per year for a $300,000 home.
We want to make sure that we are able to do those things and to pay our employees and to be prepared for the future without worrying about what's it going to look like this year, or is it another cold winter?
A pay raise for employees up to 8% will likely hit paychecks in August. Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
A new directive from the governor's office urges state agencies to prepare for impacts from federal cuts. The memo asks agencies to internally prepare thoughtful plans for a state funds holdback. It adds they are monitoring economic trends and policy changes at the national level. The memo also asks agencies to report if they've lost federal grant money. A new report on inflation finds things are costing more.
Inflation is up to the highest levels since February at 2.7%. June numbers out today from the Labor Department show the Consumer Price Index, a general measure of how much people are paying for goods and services, and a key inflation indicator, was up 0.3% from May. We were paying more for housing, food, and gas, but new and used car prices were lower. An analyst with Wells Fargo says it's the beginning of inflation picking up, with tariffs at this point only pushing up prices in a handful of categories and haven't yet spread to services. I'm Bloomberg's Erica Herskowitz for 95.5 WSB.
Peachtree Road United Methodist Church recruits two nonprofits to work together to provide homes for women getting out of prison. Brian Findley with Habitat for Humanity says they worked with the City of Refuge to build housing for 20 women.
We built two houses. They were the houses were 6 bedrooms each.
The City of Refuge will take care of trauma counseling, job training, and reuniting families once the women move in. It is now 6:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts with Alex Williams.
Just found some new trouble heading out of the Chamblee-Dorville area. 85 northbound, just north of the 285 bridges. It's a stall in the second left lane, adding to delays back towards Chamblee-Tucker Road. Once you get past that, up toward Duluth, we have another stall. That one is in the second left lane as well. 85 northbound, Sugarloaf Parkway. They're going to try to get that off to the side. And 400 northbound, still seeing the brake lights from 285 in Sandy Springs up toward the North Springs MARTA station. 75 northbound, it is looking great if you're trying to make that drive and the push up to Truist Park. 75 north and southbound looking just fine approaching I-285 in Cobb County. Checking that, still a slow ride through downtown. Andrew Seco.
No shortage of brake lights here. 75, 85 north and southbound jammed up. Northbound leaving East Point all the way up towards 17th Street. Southbound leaving Buckhead. You'll start seeing the brake lights spilling on 85 proper. You're slowing and going all the way down towards I-20. From the Coolrick Area Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Partly to mostly cloudy this evening with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms. These storms will be slow-moving and efficient rainmakers, so some areas of localized flooding possible through tonight. Lows will be in the mid-70s. Tomorrow, partly cloudy with isolated pop-up storms, high 95. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, partly cloudy skies with highs in the mid-90s and a chance for pop-up showers and thunderstorms through the afternoon.
Storm tracker radar showing some scattered rain showers around the metro area at this hour. 78 in Dunwoody, 91 in Noonan, and 92 at Truist Park, where there is no rain at the moment. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Exciting news for homeowners out there. This is Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate here on WSB every Saturday at 1 p.m. My team and I are now proud partners with the iconic real estate brand, The Agency. As we launch the Atlanta market, we now have multiple offices covering Metro Atlanta. What this means for you as a home buyer or seller is that you will now have access to The Agency's global resources. In this changing market, it is essential to hire the most experienced agency to represent you. And if you're a seller, you'll get The Agency's proprietary marketing, which brings you more buyers, more offers, and ultimately sell your home for more money. My team and I are here for you as your real estate experts. In the meantime, we have all your answers about real estate every Saturday at 1 p.m. right here on WSB. And you can always reach out to me at InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com, now partners with The Agency Atlanta.
George Stein literally wrote the book on DUI defense in Georgia. Let him represent you. GeorgeStein.com.
You've worked hard to make your home energy efficient, but did you think about your garage door? It's the largest opening in your house. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of all Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. This summer, save money on your energy bills and replace your old door with a beautiful, energy-efficient garage door. We offer affordable prices on a huge selection of styles, colors, and custom features. When trust matters, trust us. All the number 4 seasonsgarages.com.
Heavy rain, high winds, huge hail. Yes, Atlanta, we're in storm season. It's Mark Arum here. You might be faced with a roof repair or a replacement. Do not gamble with any contractor, and there are hundreds of roofers with little to no experience. I want you to trust the experts at Dr. Roof. Trusted name in roofing for over 35 years and backed by their industry-leading warranties. Dr. Roof doesn't cut corners. They're the best at protecting your biggest investment. Dr. Roof, done right, guaranteed.
A little bit left in today's show. We have a lot left on the table, so let's do this.
It's time for Doctrine Extra.
Explain to the people, Jared Yamamoto, what Doctrine Extra is all about.
Doctrine Extra are the stories. It's not the stories that we left over, Tim. Not the stories that we were going to forget about.
No.
These are the stories that were too important for us to leave.
Oh, I get it.
These are like we had to save the best for last.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Anna wanted me to say, at least.
She texted you that?
You always save the best for last.
Who sang that? What song is that?
That's what's her name. She was
What's her name?
She was a model. She was in like Miss America. She got removed.
Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes the sun goes round the moon.
I forged a note from my mother saying that I was allowed to buy that issue of Penthouse and went in and bought it. And they let me do it. Oh, God, She's Naked, I think was the title because George Burns was on that. Anyway, go ahead.
Oh, because he was in the movie Oh, God.
Yes. And still alive.
I get it. All right. Save the best for last. That's what we're doing.
That's right. So our first story in Doctrine Extra comes from the AJC. Have you guys met Darcy yet out in the streets of Atlanta?
Darcy who?
Darcy. She's a robot delivering Uber Eats with a dash of Atlanta art and whimsiness, I guess, is for lack of a better term.
Atlanta art and whimsy.
We put people
something special that you didn't know you needed.
We put people out of work, but it's whimsical.
So this is cool in certain neighborhoods. Well, because there's so many of them now. I actually saw a couple now when I'm driving into work coming in from
Obey Darcy.
You will obey Darcy.
On my way in from the west side into Midtown, I am seeing more and more of these delivery bots driving down the sidewalk, whether it's Amazon or in this case, Darcy does primarily Uber Eats.
Dallas.
Georgia?
Yeah.
A lot less people. Yeah, a lot less people than Dallas, Texas.
Believe it or not, Darcy is in Dallas-Fort Worth, so she's out there too. But they're testing her in Midtown, 4th Ward, and I want to say in downtown as well too. So and she has a very distinct
really
look
cute
to her.
eyes on it. It's googly. They're googly eyes. Ooh, I'm
That's
a wacky
just a bit
robot.
of whimsy for your regular day.
People are going to mess with this, right? Yeah, they're going to mess with it. They're going to kick it.
Oh, you would mess with Darcy?
I would. Get out of my way, you stupid robot.
Darcy.
I think overall, we should be happy with the delivery robots that are coming around
Why?
and
It puts
bringing
people out of work. Why would anybody be happy about
For
it?
real, Jared. For real. For real.
I'm being honest.
For
I'm being
FR.
honest. Number one, when I order from Uber Eats or Grubhub, the ridiculous thing about them is that number one, the service fee is insane to order from those. So much so that I tell Tina, I'm like, it's worth it for us to go drive. If you
don't think that a service fee will still exist, even if
course they
there's
will.
not a person?
It will, but what's nice about this kind of in between phase now is that you don't have to tip the robot. You can choose to, but I don't know why you would.
would
Why
choose
would
to
you
tip a robot?
I don't know. I don't know why you would, but my point is
I
they
tip it
still
in
leave
oil.
Yeah, here you go.
And I also just tip it.
Yeah, I would love to tip it over. I don't like this at all. I don't care. It's saving them money, but they're not going to reduce their prices. They're not going to reduce their service fees. All they're doing is putting somebody out of work. Same with robot cars. I don't like that idea either.
What if you got now? Here's the other thing with any of these delivery services. Sometimes when you get your food delivered, it can get a hint of the the dank when you're getting it. I don't think Darcy's not going to have that problem. This the dank smell.
Oh, I don't care.
Marijuana?
I don't care if they're high as long as I get the food there.
No, I'm fine if they're high. What I don't like is when the bag smells like it and somebody else has been like smoking in the car and stuff. I don't think Darcy's going to have that issue. I think Darcy's going to be able to.
That is messed up, but like that should be something that maybe you give them less stars for.
Mm-hmm. Or you write
so
in
maybe...
why did my stuff smell like weed? I don't like that very much. But then they're going to come
Yeah.
back and rob you or something.
But at least with Darcy, when she comes and delivers it to you, I guarantee you, unless Darcy figures out how to smoke the dank, I don't think that there's going to be any issue getting your food delivered like that. And the tip feature is huge because when you order off these apps, it is insane how much it costs. So much so that, I mean, we basically cut, at least in the Yamamoto household, we have basically cut out any of these services.
Well, the bait and the switch was the pandemic, okay? So, it was the perfect thing in the pandemic. You didn't have to go anywhere, and it also wasn't as expensive when it first started. So you get the bait and the switch, you get used to it, and then all of a sudden the pandemic's over, and now the service fees are doubled. And, I would rather give a higher tip to the person bringing it to me than pay the service fee.
And also, it's not, even if the tip isn't there, you're really not saving all that much. I'm sure that I wouldn't be surprised if they put it into the cost of other things. But also, they'll do, the cost of the item will be way more than if you went to their website to order it.
Sure.
Or if you just call and order it. Like, I get $10 off any restaurant orders through my Instacart when I order groceries.
Yeah.
But when I go on the Instacart to order things with my $10 discount, the items are more expensive than if I just go to like DoorDash.
Right.
They're, so interestingly enough, it's $10 more at the end of the day.
Right.
So I'm not really saving anything.
Yeah, they're
going to get their money.
That's right. There's a Chinese restaurant that I like in Tucker, and I've used Uber Eats, and it's really expensive to use Uber Eats to bring it there or DoorDash or whatever. And I went to the restaurant one time, and I asked the lady, and she said, well, I have to, she said, just order it and come pick it up. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah,
she said, or we'll deliver it to you. It's cheaper than using these things. I'm like, okay, fine. And that's what I do from now on. I get in my car and I go get it. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
Yeah, and I think overall that's the best way to handle it. But in terms of trying to keep costs lower now, if you are going to use the service, the reality is whether it's Uber, Lyft with the Uber has got the Waymo cars. I know I rode in my first one recently. Nice not being able to leave a tip in there. That saved me $3.
Just know that when you're using those
$3.
things, just know that when you're using those things, there's somebody sitting at home who doesn't have a job that could be using
which does drive me crazy. I prefer having a real driver, but if
wouldn't you rather give, like, if you have the means to take a car service, then maybe you have the means to tip. I mean,
yes.
I think that if that exists, and it's if are we humans? Like,
I don't want to pay. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll ride in the robot car.
What?
And I don't think that the not giving the tip is what am I thinking? Like a legible? No.
What?
I'm trying to think of the word that's saving money on a tip.
Yes.
I feel like is not as important as maybe the principle of living a life where you interact with people.
Yes.
And humans do things for you and you tip them for them.
Yeah,
You know?
I like that.
Yeah, that's a very fair assessment, and I do prefer having a human driver and a human human delivery. But what I'm here to tell you, like whether it's my food or not, whatever it is that's being delivered. But right now, with all the costs generally going up, I know, Tim, you mentioned because of the pandemic.
Would you
basically
hate it
the
if your
service
weed
fees-
delivery guy smelled like food?
That's a different.
Strangely
Hang
enough.
on, but that's wrapped up differently.
You think
So
about it during the break because there's a crash out of 285 in the cab, and Alex Williams is going to let us know about it.
Yeah, been a crash in the right lane on the south side perimeter, 285 eastbound, the outer loop, Boulder Crest Road, exit number 51, slowed you a couple miles back to Moreland Avenue, not worth a wide way around that. Elsewhere, 285 east and southbound, still a slow ride out of Dunwoody from just before Ashford Dunwoody Road, on and off that brake pedal as you make your way over to I-85. A lot of that is just traffic trying to ramp onto 85 north, 285 westbound, making that late push over to Truist Park. Still seeing some brake lights from Georgia 400 over to Riverside Drive. Then just sluggish approaching I-75 in Cobb Parkway. And we just had all lanes blocked and reopened 85 north at 285. Got a stall off to the right. What's it looking like through downtown, Andrew Seco?
Still got some brake lights starting to thin out, speeding up a little bit. 75, 85 north and southbound still are jammed a little bit, though, leaving University Avenue up towards 17th Street. The northbound trouble, leaving 85 south onto the downtown connector. That's where things jam up southbound, and you're slow all the way down towards I-20. This report sponsored by Active Pest Control. Enjoy a pest-free home with Active Pest Control's pest-free 365 service. To save $50 off your initial pest service, visit ActivePestControl.com today. From the Cool Red Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
What would you do with $1,000 this summer?
Hotel, pool, week at the beach, cabin in the woods.
Whatever you want to do this summer,
WSB has $1,000 to make it happen.
Thank you. $1,000 Thursdays gives you the chance to win $1,000 every hour between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m.
I am so excited. Listen for the keyword at 9, 10, and 11 a.m. and 12, 1, 2, and 3 p.m.
Enter the keyword at WSBRadio.com or on the WSB app. Within that hour,
You could win $1,000.
No way. Is this a joke?
Get all the info at WSBRadio.com.
$1,000 Thursdays.
This Thursday from 95.5 WSB, where Atlanta wins.
Hey friends, is that knee, hip, or shoulder pain just not getting any better? Are you stuck in a cycle of steroid shots and now they're talking about surgery? Before you go down that road, hit pause for a second. Hey, it's Mark Aram. I want to tell you about something that helped a lot of people get their lives back without more meds and without going under the knife. It's QC Kinetics, leaders in regenerative medicine using treatments like advanced cellular therapy and platelet-rich plasma, all designed to actually help your body heal itself. Game changer. Real results that let you move easier and live better. Listen, it doesn't cost anything for a second opinion. I want you to learn more about something that could be life-changing. A licensed medical provider will go over your x-rays or MRI and see if you're a good fit for these breakthrough treatments. Call QC Kinetics today. 770-285-8026. That's 770-285-8026. 770-285-8026.
This is Monica Pearson for Superior Plumbing. When you have plumbing problems, you need it done quickly and on your schedule. Superior Plumbing will work around your schedule night and day. They've served Atlanta for almost 40 years. They want to be your plumber for life, and they'll earn your trust by doing the work correctly the first time. So do what I did and call Superior Plumbing night or day to have a trusted plumber fix your plumbing issues.
Superior, the honest one. Call 770-422-PLUM.
Oh, there it goes again. I think old Rusty's had her last ride.
Aw, I think you're right. It's time to let her go. But what if she could still do some good?
What do you mean?
Well, we can donate it to the Tommy Nobis Center.
Really?
They take old cars, running or not, and use the proceeds to help people with disabilities find jobs.
So instead of Rusty just sitting in the driveway, she could help someone who needs a job?
Exactly. And donating is easy. They pick it up for free.
That's a great idea.
Donate your vehicle to Tommy Nobis Center and help people with disabilities gain meaningful employment. Visit TommyNobisCenter.org to donate.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, now is the time. With the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate, you can sell your home hassle-free and make the most money. Hi, this is Mark Spain. The guaranteed offer for Mark Spain Real Estate's the easiest way to sell your home. Skip the hassle of costly repairs and sell your home stress-free. There's no showings, no open houses, and no waiting or wondering when your home's going to sell. Our guaranteed offer keeps you in control. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
A great way to add value to your home is to improve and upgrade your kitchen, but you're worried about the costs because of tariffs raising everybody's costs on things like this. Y'all, it's Eric. You can go to Frugal Kitchens. You'll get that $1 million look for well under that price. And right now, if you book an appointment, you'll get the Frugal Price Lock, where they will lock in pre-tariff pricing. Google Frugal Kitchens today. Lock in pre-tariff pricing on your redesign of your kitchen. Google Frugal Kitchens.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. If you're over 50 and tired of your wireless bill getting higher and higher, there are 4 things to consider. 1, how much data are you really using? As we get older, we use less data on our wireless phone, but you're probably still paying for an unlimited plan that was designed for 20-somethings. 2, if you see "Get a phone on us," get your sneakers out and run the other way. No one is giving you a free phone. You are paying for that phone over time with an overpriced rate plan and a long-term commitment. 3, check the fine print on that $15 a month plan. It's probably an intro price that'll double or triple later. You might even have to pay for several months of service up front. Number 4, be aware of cable company wireless plans. Most of your usage will be on Wi-Fi instead of 5G, and your calls and battery life could suffer. Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable nationwide service without the big wireless bill. Our plans start at just $20 a month.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM or visit consumercellular.com/facts. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
All right, we got a little bit more Doctrine Extra. What do you got, Jared?
Oh, man, this is from the... let me shake this up here. This is from the Experts Say bin over here. Experts say... People want to save money, right? So experts say that here during the summertime, you should set your thermostat to 78 degrees to save money. How about that?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, everyone's going to totally do that.
Yeah. In some countries, you have to.
Which is insane.
Yeah. Like there's countries in the EU they regulate it all, and you get in trouble if you go over it, or you can't even do it. You have your thermostat is set at a certain level.
Well, so many people in Europe just don't believe in air conditioner in general.
It's not that. I mean, the government's telling them that they can't because they waste too much electricity.
Yeah, and you go in these cafes and you're like, oh, and then when you ask for ice water, they don't give you any ice water, especially in France. No ice water in France.
I don't like ice water.
I love ice. I'd rather have ice water. Makes the water taste better.
I'm a lukewarm guy myself.
You're a lukewarm kind of guy?
Yeah, there you go, George.
And Jared is right. My mom is British, and her sisters will come over, and they'll get in the air-conditioned, restaurants or whatever. And they're like, "Oh my God, it's freezing!"
Well, I get cold in restaurants too, but I'd rather be cold than hot.
Yeah, I suppose.
But no, I was reading a story the other day that if you, what was it, Netherlands, not necessarily England, but Netherlands, you are not allowed to go below that 78 degrees.
See, that's okay. I don't think that would work.
Where are you guys floating on the thermostat?
Me? I don't know, 72, 73.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, mine's 74.
Oh, wow. You guys are rich. We keep it at 76 in the Yamamoto household.
Sounds where I'm at.
Yeah,
well,
you got to keep those costs low.
It gets really, really hot, dude. And then in the winter time, you got to keep it up there around 82.
Yeah,
no, I don't do it that.
Yeah, 82. So you're cooking in there.
When I was growing up, we were told to keep it at 65 in the summer in the house. So that was weird, but we didn't have air conditioner. So there was one air conditioning unit in the entire house, and that was in my mom's room. So her room was nice and cool.
Oh, the window unit.
Yeah, the window unit.
Oh,
the rest of the house was just humidity and dog pee. So it was beautiful.
Quite the combo.
Yes. Oh, and don't forget the cigarette smell.
Oh, I'm sure it was all lovely.
Yeah, it all made it was a melange. Isn't that what it is? A melange?
Well, you know what she did, though? She was helping you, Tim. She was encouraging you to go outside because of how bad it smelled.
That is true. Yeah, I was outside.
She was
a
helping
lot.
you.
It could be 100 degrees outside, and it was better than being in the
You're
house.
like, lovely, get me out of this any way possible.
Well, nobody's going to do that. So thanks for the recommendation. But
one of my buddies over at Georgia Power, he heard us complaining about temperature one time here on the Doctrine, and he's like, well, I'm happy to go through some tips and tricks and stuff. And I'm like, look, like I get it. Like I get it overall in the summertime, keep the thermostats higher, but I don't want to be sweating in the house. Like that's just, you want to be comfortable in your own home, right? I mean, I feel like that's not too much to ask.
Yeah. Turn it down at night. Turn the fans on.
Well, you're actually not supposed to turn it down because then it takes
that's
more
true.
energy to heat back up or to cool back down.
I don't care. I'm an American.
Even if you wait till nighttime, Autumn?
Yeah, because you don't want to turn it down because it's not going to kick in unless it goes, over that temperature. So you just keep it the same. Also, get good curtains to cover up the sun coming in.
keep it nice and dark in the house.
I got duct tape and Mylar on the wall, on the window, keep the heat
Get some
in.
good tinfoil.
Yeah, that
just
works
put
too.
that on the
Yeah,
newspaper.
that's very good. And you can do your traffic wearing your tinfoil hat. All right, that music says we got to get out of here. I'll tell you my socials since Jared's insisting on it. It's at Tim Andrews here on X, at Timstagram here on the Instagram. I'm also on TikTok and Facebook. You'll be able to find me.
And I, of course, am at Jared Yamamoto on all the different socials: TikTok, X, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all the different places. You can find me at Jared Yamamoto. We'll keep the conversation going. Isn't that right, Autumn?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not keeping it going. Just tell you where we find you.
My thing is Auto Pritz.
All right. Shelley Winter is up next. He has a great show for you. We'll talk to you tomorrow.